to like 2 months ago.
Today, we are going to do something that's very special in the NBA community and during basketball talk. And we are going to do our top 25 and under. Y'all ready to get to this?
Let's do it.
We've been ready for like a month, Ron. Like,
Yeah, I know. But hey, you know what they say, right, Chill?
Better late than never?
Yeah.
Do they really say that, though?
Yeah.
Some people say that to excuse themselves being late all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
And some people say that as a token of appreciation to let you guys know that what you've been waiting for is finally here. And so let's go ahead and get into it. It is 25 and under. We got a couple other people that are going to join us here soon, but I'm assuming they got other agendas to push. But us four right here, we're going to figure out who is number one on this list, 25 and under.
Can we get some clarification before we do this?
Let's do it.
We are talking about current, today, right now. We're not talking about who's going to be better in the future or who's had a better.
In September of 25, you are 25 years old or younger. Are you better than this person? Not in 3 years. Are you going? No. In September of 25, you are 25 years old. You are younger. Are you better than player B? That's what we're doing, Ox.
Boom.
Good.
That's what I want to make sure.
Shout out clarification.
Do y'all want to see our list from last year?
Yes.
I can't even remember we did this last year, but yeah.
Yes, please.
So this is our list from last year, and I can't wait to see if it looks anything similar to this one. But here we go, y'all. So last year we did this, and this is what we came up with. Our top 25, under 25. I don't know if we did. I'm pretty sure we did a cutoff at 25. So I think this is 24 and under. Either way it goes. We got Wemby.
No way y'all thought Wemby was better than Ant.
Hey, man. Shout out the kid. Wemby, Ant, Chet, Paulo, Franz, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes. That's 7? Okay. J-Dub, Şengün, LaMelo at 10, Zion at 11, Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham at 13. I remember I was losing it over this Cade thing. But Cade at 13, Tyrese at 14. Y'all know I was going crazy over that. Maxey at 15, Tyler Hero at 16, Jalen Johnson, RJ Barrett, Jalen Green at 19, Dyson Daniels at 20, Derek Lively at 21, Brandon Miller 22, Cam Thomas 23, Amin Thompson 24.
Definitely moving
and Tari Eason 25.
He definitely moving up the list. We got some people on this list that's going up the list, and some people on this list that's going down the list. Get Scotty Barnes up out of here too, by the way. Fuck it.
Fuck that.
Get Scotty Barnes.
How old is Tyrese Halliburton? Well, I mean, he just turned
20. I think he.
I'd assume he's 25. Yeah, I'd assume. Yeah. I'll check.
He can't be on the list now.
Hallie is 25. He's 26 in February.
Okay, so he's still.
It don't even matter though.
What you mean it don't matter? Oh, he's just
on the list
because he's not playing. Yeah, he's not playing.
Can't be on the list, bro.
All right.
And I ain't saying Scotty Barnes off the strength that I don't like Scotty Barnes. It's just with Penn.
He's already left his hate comment. Don't worry.
He's ducking still because Nafisa Collier had 2 points in the last, 15 minutes.
Hey, Ox, we're gonna talk about that. I didn't appreciate that ass whooping one bit last night. Are you sure we're allowed to talk about it, Chill? I mean, I know there's different energy for feeding there is for Asia. No, it's not. No, it's not. The same energy that I had, the same energy, and I know we got to get to the 25 list, Ron, but the same energy that I had for Asia the other night. Ox, you know what happened when I saw last night? I'm sitting at the kitchen table eating my food. You walked in my house, picked up the plate that I was eating from, walked away and said, you ain't going to do a damn thing about it. That's what that looked like to me. That's exactly what that looked like to me. I'm going to eat this food, and you ain't going to do a damn thing about it. That's what happened last night. And don't think for 1 second, Ox, don't think for 1 second that Phoenix is looking at Minnesota like, if y'all think that we afraid to bounce y'all, we not. We will show you the door. Find out. That's all I'm going to say about that. Find out.
Yeah, man. Phoenix ain't nothing to play around with. But we'll get to that in a little bit, y'all. in the meantime, we have 25 names to reel off on this list. So let's go ahead and get to it, y'all. Obviously, at number 1, we got to come to a common conclusion. Hello, Penn.
What's good, man?
We'll get to the conversation that you would like to get to sooner than later, I promise you. But Penn, can I ask one thing from you?
Yeah.
And one thing only?
Nope.
Can we legitimately make a good list today?
We can
actually, it's for everybody and not push agendas. Can we, for once, not try to get your guy to the top of the list? Can we just keep it a buck today?
Well,
shout out Damo and B-Souls.
What if my guy belongs on the top of the list?
Well, he doesn't, though. That's the thing, Penn.
You don't know who his guy is. You don't know who his guy is.
We know who his guy is. It's Scotty
We
Barnes.
don't know who his guy is. We don't know.
It's Scotty Barnes, Mars. Let's cut the shit. We know who his man is.
Might have a new guy.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay, wait. Let's get to the let's get to the bottom of this right now, Mars. Penn, do you have a new guy?
Well, the same guy that I wanted to put at the top of the list last year is the same guy I got to put at the top of the list this year, and that's Victor Wembanyama.
See,
so that's the guy. But the guy I'm putting right after that is the guy that you're thinking about.
Oh my God!
And the problem, chill, is I think you gave up on the guy a little quick. You gave up on him real quick. You watched him a couple games. You watched him a couple possessions. You were like, this guy's whack. But the truth is, I watched this guy every single game last year, 65 games, and I'm telling you, he's a lot better than you think he is. He's a lot better than you think he is, and he's gonna prove it this year. I promise you that. Mark,
you said this last year.
Okay, well, you know what? And then they
said it the year before that.
Well, he was an All-Star the year before that.
He was. Yes, he did.
Replacement All-Star.
I think we can all acknowledge that no matter how much of a fight Penn puts up, Scotty Barnes will not be in the top 2. I think we know that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
So it's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
And for the record, Penn, I did not give up on your man. I'm still on the boat, right? I'm still on the plane. I'm just not sitting in first class no more. I'm in coach now. That's all.
You were never sitting in first class. You can't be sitting in first class after a couple of games. No, man.
I'm still on the plane. I am. I'm just not sitting in first class.
Chill. What airline is that?
Chill. When have I?
No, it's not Alaska.
Chill. I have never steered you wrong. I've never steered you. I told you about Carter Bryant when he was in college, and I said you're gonna love this dude, and I hear you every single time. You're like, I love this dude.
I do.
So I'm telling you, man. You see players in different contexts. You see them in winning situations. You see them not playing with Cole Swider and Orlando Robinson. Suddenly, shit looks a little bit different. Like Ox was trying to, drop some wisdom on us yesterday about how Fee looks so great because she got some great teammates. Well, Scotty gonna look a hell of a lot better next to Brandon Ingram this year. I promise you that.
All right. With that being said,
I think so.
Once more, just to gain clarity, this is based on today what we have seen, not projecting, y'all.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get into it. At number 1, who do you guys have?
Cooper Flag. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I forgot about him. I actually forgot about him.
Mm-hmm. He's actually 50.
Should be interesting.
I think he's in the top 50 players in the NBA.
They put him at 52.
I saw some of that. I saw some of that ESPN list.
Brandon Ingram is a worse player than Brandon Miller. What?
Shout out B. Miller. He should be on this list.
So today, Ron, in September of 2025, what I've seen players 25 and under. And I'm not projecting on what in terms of moving forward. I'm not projecting. Anthony Edwards, numero uno. Anthony Edwards.
So you got Ox?
I got Anthony Edwards, right-handed guy.
Mars, Penn.
I got Wemby.
I have no problem with Ant being number 1.
Would you looky here? Master.
Hello.
What's going on?
Well, hey, you feed 5 4 thumb niggas real quiet today. What happened, man? What happened?
No, but
once this here, I'm prepared to have this conversation.
As I said,
real talk. You know what time it is. You know how this goes. Real talk. Come on, man.
Sure,
you know how this
sure,
goes.
sure.
I was also told that Asia Wilson did not have great teammates, and then I watched her teammates cook
Fellas,
all game.
before we even go down this lane, I gotta hit the brakes hard because we really have 25 names we gotta get to.
Teammates. I said Fee had better teammates. That's what I said, and nobody can disagree with that. Go ahead.
So real talk. We are doing our top 25 under 25. 25 actually counts though, so it's not 24 and under. It's 25 and under.
25 counts. Okay.
And so right now,
he's 26. Lucas 26.
In September, real talk. In September of 25, you are 25 years old, and we're not talking about what you're going to be 2 years from now. What you are today and what you've done.
So the player this really applies to is Andrew Nemhard. So he's 25 right now. He's 26 in January. So he just makes the cutoff right now.
Halliburton also makes the list because he's 25.
Correct.
Yeah, but Tyrese can't walk. So
well, he can walk, he can't run. That's the problem.
So if you chill, if you can't run, you can't hoop.
He can't walk. He's still a better player than Benedict Mathurin. So
no, he's not. Benedict,
all right,
can't walk.
Cook Tyrese right now.
Not true. It's not.
So look, we got 1 for Wemby, we got 2 for Ant. Real talk and Mars. Who are you guys rocking with?
Real talk.
Real talk.
Is this for number 1?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I just did a list, and the list had Wemby over Ant. So I guess I'll do Wemby. Yeah.
Damn, I was thinking he was going to go with Ant so that I could just say my vote don't mean anything.
a lot of people fought for you to have a chance to vote.
Yeah, and I don't use that. So,
but I was using projection though. You said it just like right now.
Just how today, who do you think is the better basketball player today? Who do you think is the better
player? If we play an NBA game tomorrow,
yeah, who do you think is the better player?
September 24th in the Big 2-5. Can't tell me Wemby's better than Ant.
Yeah, but then when we put the list out, it's going to be, oh my God, y'all don't have Wemby at number 1.
Hey, so
we don't care about them.
So
whoever's number 1, the opposing fan base will say the same thing. It's not.
Yes.
Nothing.
If we put Wemby up there, they're gonna be like, what about Ant? If we put Ant up there, what about Wemby? So
I think
I'm going Ant then. As of right now today, I'm going Ant.
Okay.
My vote don't mean anything, so
but you have to register.
I'm gonna take Jalen Green.
Ron, I think the improvement of Anthony Edwards over the last couple of years, like he's brought different things to his game that have made him substantially better over the years. And the fact that I'm hearing him working on his post game, which I'm not that big on him working on his post game. I'd actually hope to see him work on his off ball game a little bit more as a 2 guard, but just him working on his post game, I think that adds a different arsenal to his offensive game. And I think that's going to make him even better. So I'll be interested to see how that translates.
Hold on one more time. Real talk, who you got?
I got Ant. Yeah, I got Ant.
Okay. Mars, who you going with?
Jalen Green.
Oh,
come
damn.
on, man.
I was going to go with Wemby, but hey, it looks like Anthony Edwards.
Hey.
His vote doesn't count.
Do it.
Well, it just
his vote does count.
I just made it regardless. So
no, he didn't.
No, you don't actually believe that. Can you just tell us what you actually believe so we can hold
3
you down
people have Ant. Ant's made it regardless.
3 people can have Wemby.
Yeah, but
I have Wemby.
Here's
Ben has Wemby.
But here's the thing, Mark.
Yeah, but I'm
if Anthony Edwards comes out and wins MVP, you'll be able to say you were right. And if
Pen, I don't
comes
care
out,
Pen, I don't care to say I'm right. I don't care. That's all.
Right, we got Ant. Let's move on.
Unless it's about Jalen Green, I don't care to say I'm right. Like,
okay,
I don't care. Yeah, I go Jalen Green.
He might not even be the best player on his own team under 25. I'm gonna be honest with you on that.
Who?
Jalen Green.
Ryan Dunn.
I thought you were talking about.
He
got Ryan Dunn. You got Kaman Malawach.
I'm just saying, like, Ant's made it. And me voting for Jalen Green is me basically saying I'm cool with Ant at number 1. Like, it's basically the same thing.
Okay.
While me having plausible deniability that if Wemby's better, I can be like, I didn't vote for Ant. So it's just playing both sides of the fence. It's just being smart, strategic.
Well, this is what we got. Jalen Green got 1 first place vote, so shout out to him. Next, after Anthony Edwards, who are we rocking with? Is this unanimously Wemby? Or are we going another direction?
I mean, you can make the case for a guy like Cade.
Paulo Ranchero.
Oh, God.
That's
okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not going with Paulo. I go Wemby.
Chill, who you got?
Cheat sheet. I got him at 7.
Franz Wagner. Sorry.
Okay, that I'm still not going to go with Franz, but that would be no, that wouldn't be closer. But I'll go Wemby.
I got Wemby.
Pen?
I got Wemby.
Chill.
Evan Mobley.
Oh, today's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, we're not pushing agendas, huh?
I didn't know.
No disrespect to Evan Mobley and Paulo. I didn't even consider them at number 2. I thought the top 2 was going to be Ant and Wemby. Let's move on to number 3. I didn't know we were there.
So again, it's not what Wemby is producing in the future and what he's going to be.
What he produced this season was better than Evan Mobley, Joe. He was better on defense and offense. So, like, I don't know what to tell you. This season,
and he broke down.
He had blood clot.
He broke down. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Okay, Mobley was hurt in the playoffs.
You
Then
cannot
what?
be serious,
What?
Joe.
Evan Mobley
dead serious.
last
I'm
year
100%
wasn't better than
Now I
Wemby.
understand the Scotty Barnes slander.
I had to
I
come to
understand
the
it.
same conclusion because when
Beat
Mars
your man
kept
for
saying
rookie of the
it,
year.
I really didn't have a retort with Anthony Davis when he was like, I mean, but he's better on offense and defense. And I'm like, okay, you probably right. Whatever. Yeah, number two, I got Wemby though, for sure. Yeah.
It's very hard to be better on offense and better on defense and be a worse player. That's kind of hard to do. Like, I don't
But he
know.
broke down, Mars. He
did break down. And that's part of it. That's 100% part of it. Yes, that is part of it.
But then he went to China and trained with monks, so I think it's a watch.
So what he's
I thought the question. I thought the question was who's the better player. That's what I thought.
Yeah, especially for a 25 and under list.
Yeah, I thought the question was quite obviously who's the better player. So I guess.
Yeah, he's way
because of blood clots. Wemby wasn't better than Mobley.
It's okay.
We have to take into account what you produced. I'm not going to argue because Mars, you definitely are a basketball player guy, and I am too. I'm not going to argue that. And I do think that from a skill set standpoint, I think that Wemby is better than him. I'm not going to argue that point. But I care about what you produce, and you said that he was better on offense and on defense. When I look at what Evan Mobley has done over the last 3 years, how much better he has gotten, and you said to me today, I believe a couple of months ago, that Evan Mobley, he didn't win the Defensive Player of the Year by default. Like, he was playing at that level. So it's not like
amazing. He was the best non-Wemby candidate. When Wemby was no longer available, he was
100% playing at that. It was 100% playing at that level. So I don't think it's ridiculous for me to think that a guy who's expanded his long ball game, a guy who's expanded his mid-range game, who's gotten better around the rim, been a better finisher, been a better defensive player since year 2. Well, I think he finished 3rd in the league in year 2 in Defensive Player of the Year since he's done that.
Well, Wemby finished 2nd in year 1.
I'm not gonna lie.
But Wemby shoots the 3 better, and Wemby finishes around the rim better. Like, even those things that Mobley improved at, Wemby does those things better.
Who's a better passer?
I think a better passer.
You could make the argument for Mobley.
I think Evan Mobley.
I don't think so.
You could make the argument.
Yes, I think it's Evan Mobley. Yeah.
I think somebody could argue, and I don't know if I would agree, but I think you could make an argument that Wemby's rookie year might have been on par with Evan Mobley this season.
Actually,
no.
No.
You could
that is not factual because it was better than Evan Mobley's.
You could absolutely make that argument.
So he was better than what Evan Mobley did last year.
Hold on, let me say this.
From January of Wemby's rookie year, that version of him to the end of the season, I think was very obvious.
It's better than any version of Evan Mobley we've ever seen for any 3-month stretch ever.
So being better than somebody for part of the season makes them now better than them.
I'm saying you could. Real Talk's point was Wemby as a rookie is better than Mobley last year. I'm saying you can make that argument. What I am saying is it's very obvious, in my opinion, that from January of Wemby's rookie year, he was better than Mobley last year. But over the course of the season, it's still arguable. To Real Talk's point, it's still arguable. And last year, I don't
chill. He's a first option as a rookie, yo.
Right.
He's Evan Mobley, a 4th option or 3rd option. What are we doing here? We're not comparing apples and oranges. We're really comparing apples and doorstops. Come on, man.
It 100% is. But I mean, to Mars's point, Mars thinks Evan Mobley could possibly be the best player on that Cleveland Cavaliers team today.
I think in the regular season last year he won.
I think that's more an indictment of how terrible his guards are defensively.
By my argument, like Mobley was the best performer in the regular season on a 64-win team.
On a 64-win team. And improved in a bunch of different aspects. I do think, to be honest, I do think that Wemby is a better player than him. I'm not going to argue that point. But for what Evan Mobley did, and the fact that Wemby has been out of the lineup, and Evan Mobley was available, I think that's the separator.
All I wanted to hear was you compare these numbers. The rest of it is fine. You can have Mobley at 2. That's cool, as long as you agree that Wemby's a better player.
I think Wemby is a better basketball player than Evan Mobley. Yes, I do believe that. But I think the availability is the separator.
That's fine. Wemby still makes it because he got 3 votes. So. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's Anthony Edwards, and then it's Wemby. And now this is where things should start getting interesting.
This is where it gets interesting.
Chill. Evan Mobley?
Yes.
Obviously.
Ox. Paulo Ranchero?
Franz Wagner.
Franz. Okay.
This is actually tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Not for me. I know my pick.
Who you got, real talk?
Paulo, probably.
Oh.
I got J-Dub.
Oh. You think that's easy? Like, you're easy with that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think
over Zion.
It's two-way value. I don't know. It's crazy high.
Pen, I like the way you think.
Is J-Dub's two-way value better than Evan Mobley's?
Glaze.
I think he's a better offensive player than Evan Mobley. But that for some that may not just be as certain. I don't know.
Like, that's close to me between those two. I have Zion. I'm just pointing out my vote is Zion. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Zion.
That's
y'all saw Zion looking skinny.
Oh, Zimper.
That's Photoshop. What's the skinny shit about Zion? He's like 260 and he diesel. He's like the Incredible Hulk.
It's compared to what he was, but yeah, I got Zion.
Have you seen him with your own two eyes in the past 2 months?
That's okay.
Well, I haven't seen Zion with my own two eyes in my life.
I mean, we saw an entire interview. We saw 100 different photos from Media Day. I don't think this is Photoshop.
Man, that's not even the same nigga right there.
It's really
an industry.
Wait,
plan?
so you'll buy into the Luka weight loss journey, but Zion is just unbelievable.
No.
From boxing to working
man,
out on the
AI. Look how he moving. Look how he moving. That's he glitching.
Different random workouts.
I think you glitching.
And during that time frame last year, I really felt a shift in my body to where I would look at him and go, dude, it feels good. It feels good.
Right
I haven't felt like
shout
this
out to
since
feeling
college,
good to feeling
school,
good.
Just where I can walk in the gym and I'm like, I feel good.
Yeah, oh Zion. Oh Zion.
Oh, Zion.
Emphasis on O. Hey, emphasis on that good old O.
Y'all see how his head movements are unnatural, but it's either a robot or AI.
Do y'all see this? All right, aside from what Ox is saying,
it's 2025. You know, come on, bro.
Do you
that
guys
looks
see
like
this?
he did in high school.
Yeah,
he's down at least 30 pounds. He looks like he's down at least 25
more.
70 pounds.
Morris, he was bigger than
70 pounds.
Chill, that was
230.
He was bigger than that in college. He lost 30
pounds in his. He lost 30 pounds in his head alone.
Damn.
Look at his head.
Okay.
He actually looks like a basketball player. If I'm being
right
honest,
there, he looked like a hoop.
To be fair, I was making the argument that last season, I think Zion was in fine shape last year. So, but he just looks way slimmer. He looks like he did in high school. To me,
yeah,
I think they're expecting him to put on a little bit of weight. I think they just expect that.
This was Zion in high school. He damn near bigger now or bigger then than he was now.
He is.
Oh damn,
for sure.
Oh yeah, damn. Okay, yeah.
So I think you're about to see.
My memory's tricking me.
No way.
I mean, are we about to see a 50-inch vert? Like,
well, no, there's some downsides. There are some downsides to dropping weight, especially as fast as it appears he did. So we'll see how he
injury
works.
risk.
Injury risk. Sometimes your body just doesn't feel. He said he feels great though, so I'm not speaking for Zion, but sometimes your body just doesn't feel right being that much lighter. Sometimes you don't feel fully energized. All of those types of things. But he said this is the best he's felt since college. So taking his words into account, and we saw what he looked like in college. Scary hours.
I've never really been a fan of his gait. Like overall, like how he moves, he kind of like waddles a little bit. So I'm curious to see if that was the extra weight or if that's just how he moves. But yeah, I mean, scary times for the NBA, and you know,
I'm switching my vote, Ron. I'm switching my vote.
Who you
Zion?
No, to Cade.
That's why I thought you was gonna pick.
Let's give Zion the benefit of the doubt and say that wasn't AI generated, right?
You're the only one who made that conspiracy.
But
I'm still on the fence, Ox. I can't be convinced.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, right? Even though he was moving all glitchy right there and just didn't look natural. I'm gonna go ahead and say, let's say he did lose all that weight. The thing about it is he's still gonna be strong. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still gonna be super strong. The only thing I might have a little concern with is his ability to kind of have guys when they're bouncing off of him like they were. I don't think when you lose that much mass, you're still not coming through the lane the same way. But I mean, let's see what happens. I'm for it. My thing about when somebody just mentioned, I'll buy the Luka thing. Luka doesn't look much smaller than me. He just looks a little more fit. He looks like
leaner.
He just cut up. He just a little more. You know, I said that yesterday.
He don't look that much smaller than Dallas version of him. He definitely looks smaller than Laker version of him.
Luka had a double
But
chin.
what I'm saying is he doesn't. There's a big difference in a picture of Zion and before and after picture of Zion than there is with Luka. What I'm looking at with Zion is like me and my son. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a complete. He just lost like a whole person. Yes, Ron. Yes. Yes. I see me.
But also
before after.
But Ox, to your point, I mean, it's not like Zion dropped all of this weight in like a month. Like we haven't seen Zion since March. That was 6 months ago. So it's not like we just see. It's not like we just seen him like 2 months ago and be like, oh shit, what happened? No, he last played in March. So here we are in September in training camp. And again, Ron, this is all I've been doing. I haven't really been doing much else since I've gotten healthy.
So 6 months,
working out.
10 pounds a month.
We know Zion's game though. Zion's game isn't necessarily predicated on a lot of skill, even though he is skilled, but his game isn't predicated on that. His game is predicated on running faster than you, jumping higher than you, being stronger than you. Can you imagine a guy who is top 5, 10 athletic players in the league could say higher than that?
I really don't.
Getting faster and jumping higher and getting more explosive.
I don't think that's.
Do y'all know what this is going to look like?
On. I don't think his game is necessarily only predicated on that.
I'm not saying it's only, but I'm saying Pig. Like, come on, when you think of Zion, Williamson, you think explosion, strength, burst.
I think of a ratio between skill and strength, right? Like he is extremely skilled. You know,
he is skilled. I don't want to undermine his skills.
I don't want to like overrate his ball handling, but it's very good for a player who's 280 pounds. Right.
Well, now he's not. So it's his ball handling.
Exactly. So I think there was some experimentation of point Zion that we were seeing. I think he is far more likely to be able to do that. I think where this weight is going to help him the most is defensively, right? Running the court offensively. It's going to make him better in transition. It's going to give him more win defensively. It's hopefully going to keep him a little less injury prone throughout the year, and availability is the best ability. So, you know, it's going to help him overall, but there's definitely going to be a drawback to not being able to knock centers out of the way, you know, with just sheer force of mass. But to Ox's point, he's still going to be really strong.
You cannot leap over them.
I mean, Zion is basically
move around,
Giannis offensively, but shorter, but with like way better touch, which is.
You know what?
I don't know. Yeah, Zion to me is a top 2 athlete in the league. So, and that was last year with
who's the other one?
Amen. So like seeing Zion,
I don't think he's a better athlete than Giannis, even still now. Though.
I think he's a better athlete than this version.
They're all
but we can have that. Like that's you got him. So Zion, Amen, Giannis,
the 45-year-old.
Bron is not a top 5 athlete anymore. Like Asar, and then someone else would be like that 5th spot in and around there.
No way.
But yeah, I think
I couldn't tell.
I definitely can. But Zion's a top 2 athlete to me. And now. Potentially, he's going to be faster. Potentially, he's going to be more explosive off the ground. And the biggest thing, obviously, is going to be the health thing. Just being able to stay on the court should be aided by this weight thing. We'll see, because I think a lot of people do put a lot of stock in that. Whereas sometimes you might just be more prone to injuries just based on the way you play. Because I've seen Embiid's dropped a lot of weight, but I think people are still expecting him to be hurt. So I just hope he can stay healthy. But regardless of health, the Zion I saw last year, so that Zion, not even projecting what this skinny Zion can be. That Zion, I think, is the 3rd best player 25 of them. So I've got him.
I can see that.
So everyone got a different player. Ron, you're gonna have to break. I haven't voted yet.
But what he said, though, I want to ask y'all. I just want to ask y'all because when you look at it though too, I want to think about, and I know we're not supposed to really be projecting, but when you look at that, because I mean Zion's triceps used to look like my hamstrings and quads. You know what I'm saying? So like when you lose that much weight in your triceps, I'm thinking maybe the jump shot might look better too.
Zion's not a bad shooter.
His shoulders,
the little midi,
so you know,
the little midi.
Even his 3-ball, like Zion can shoot the ball.
Zion's not going to become like. The mid-range isn't going to be a counter for him because the way he gets off, there's no jump, it's a set shot. So like the best you're going to get is he's going to be able to knock down a catch and shoot 3 off like a drive and kick from someone else. He's going to be able to knock that down. Yeah. Zion's not going to be playing. He's going to hit you with a step back midi. Like that's just not what he's going to do.
No, that's not his game.
But he's so good downhill and he's got a good floater that like he still has counters in the intermediate range. And he's already improved on his post game. Like, not to make fadeaways, but like he's just gonna spin off you, get to the rim, all of that type of stuff. So like he has counters as a scorer while being a limited shooter. For me, the biggest thing is because last year he shot terribly from the free throw line. I don't know the actual numbers. I want to say it was like low 60s.
65.6%.
Okay. Close to low 60s. Like if Zion can get up and around 74, 75%. Some of that might be fatigue, just
he
no
shot
legs.
3% from three last year. And he has on his 23% from three. And on his career, per 100 possessions, he has attempted 0.73s per game. That is unheard of. Well, there are centers who average like 3, 4, 5, and aren't even considered shooters.
Yeah, he knows.
If you don't shoot 1 3 per game, you can shoot 0% from 3 if you only shoot 1 per game. I won't care. I
agree.
But it matters.
25% just means you make a 3 a week. Like,
no big deal.
If he could become if he could be a respectable jump shooter, like I respect the fact that he's not coming off screens, right? I respect the fact that he's not throwing the ball between his legs, one dribble, shooting the jump shot. But to your point, Ox, if he can catch and shoot, even if it's a standstill shot, and be respectable, well, now you can't play deep on him like you did in the past, even though that was to your detriment because he's like
you already can't.
Teams are dropping on him,
but now
20 feet.
What's what I'm saying? So if I'm
really,
then they're at his mercy when he attacks.
There have been many teams that have tried Zion doesn't shoot, let's gap him, and all it does is give him a runway. Like it's not the same. It's not the same as God. It's not the same as guarding a non-shooter without the ability that Zion has downhill. Like Zion eats up that space to the point where you have to go. Like Zion draws closeouts,
right?
Yes,
he can't shoot the ball, but he draws closeouts because not because you have to run him off the line, but because you have to meet him before he gets
going. Sure,
yeah, like momentum, he does that. Yeah, like so he draws closeouts off that alone. Zion becoming a 38% spot up 3-point shooter on 2 threes a game, in my opinion, does nothing for his game but appease the versatility crowd. Like, it's not going to make him a more impactful player to me at all.
Wow,
pretty much in any way. It's not going to do more.
Well, number one,
of course it would.
It's not going to make anything.
It would help his team.
It's not going to change how team. It's not going to change how teams guard him. It's not going to change how teams scheme against him in the playoffs. It changes nothing except the fact that Zion can make a 3 every other game now. Like, it doesn't do anything for him, in my opinion.
So what you're saying is because the volume isn't high enough, they won't care.
Yeah, if it was like 38
because of how dangerous
attempts.
It's a bunch of things. Because of how dangerous he is downhill, teams aren't going to change the way they guard Zion because of a 3-point shot. They're just not. And because of the fact that it's going to be on such low volume, and because it's going to be explicitly stationary shots, that's not changing any team's defensive game plan.
I'll tell you how I think it would change. Because one, you are playing with Jordan Poole, right? Which means that, quite frankly, you're not the only person cooking in this oven, right? So how you can possibly space for him will also impact your team's success. Occasionally, he will have to be in the corner, and he will be, have a defender on him who will choose how far to sag off. At 38%, honestly, I'm probably giving him 5 feet. At 23%, I'm daring him to shoot. I'm daring him to shoot. Especially, but here's the thing: you're thinking about Zion, the engine in the middle of the floor. I'm talking about Zion, the spacer.
I'm telling you,
corner.
he's off the ball and he cuts, or he'll catch the ball and he will drive right through you.
Why do you think Brandon Ingram and him didn't have great synergy when they were playing together?
I think their synergy was actually okay. But I think that's because the areas that Brandon Ingram operates in the mid-range kind of take away from the space that Zion is trying to cut into.
Bingo.
But if you have someone who operates behind the 3-point line, like a Jordan Poole, the way he does, and then you have Zion in the opposite side, in the corner, in the slot, Zion is amazing at cutting. If Jordan Poole drives and Zion's times his slot cut, just because you're not guarding him, what are you doing about the 6'6" behemoth who's cutting behind you, dropping on Jordan Poole? Nothing. You're not going to turn around.
How do you feel about Zion? How do you feel about Zion as a screener?
You're going to see his knees.
How do you feel about
that's what
Zion?
you're going to see. Like, he's like, you're not going to do anything.
Just kneecaps.
How do you feel about Zion as a screener?
He's not the greatest screener. Like Zion can screen to get like
on a scale of 1 to 10.
10 being Steven Adams, 1 being
10 being the piece of Collier, 1 being whatever Ox does.
Zion. It depends what you're asking him to screen for. You asking him to screen so that he can get a favorable matchup on a switch and seal them, or you asking him to screen to get someone else open?
Asking him to screens to create separation for the ball handler. whatever he wants to do with it, because there's already a lack of diversity with what he does next, right?
3.54 out of 10. That's what I'll say. 3.54.
3.54. That's horrible.
I would love for Zion too,
because he has gravity as a screener. Because guys don't want to use his.
Well, you already see Jordan,
but he's also not the
strays.
most willing screener, and like so 3.54. Maybe
you already see Jordan Poole dropping strays onto Alex R, right?
I agree. Him becoming a good screener would be way more valuable than him shooting.
Yeah.
I think they're both valuable because
again, he can also pass out of the short roll as well. So I don't. Yeah,
but my issue with you, Mars, saying that this doesn't really do anything for his game. One, this enhances New Orleans' offense if he's a jump shooter, where he can be a respectable jump shooter. So now that makes those other guys better.
A game at 38% isn't respectable though.
Actually, it is.
I don't agree with you. That's why
it's not respectable enough to do what you think it's going to do, which is
to change New Orleans' offense. That's the point that you'll make.
Here's the thing.
Well,
I don't think more diversity can never be a bad thing for Zion. The fact that if he could be a better passer in the short roll, I think that makes New Orleans more dynamic.
In the right ways is what.
Yes, diversity, as in, can you hit a corner three, is good. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I totally get it. It's a good faith argument that it's not going to drastically change how teams guard him on that shot. But even if you factor this out over a season, 2 threes at 38%, just do the math on it. It's like an extra 2 points per game versus what he's currently doing, right? Now, again, him driving is more efficient than a 38% three. So I understand what you're saying, right? But you're factoring in fat Zion. You're factoring in Zion who can bump 3 defenders out of the way. I'm factoring in Ozempic Zion, who doesn't probably have the same, weight to bump 2-3 defenders out of the way. He's also getting a little bit older. Like he's 25. So I know, Mars, he's basically Unk status, right? So I'm just saying, hold on. I have Zion at number 9 on my list. So I'm nowhere close to number 3. And I'm cautiously pessimistic because the same thing that Chill told me about Wemby, he broke down. The difference here is Zion's already shown me an ability, a propensity to break down year over year over year. He's not played a single playoff game, single playoff minute, Chill. 0
I'm also
playoff
lower
minutes.
on Zion because of that reason. I'm with you on that. I don't know if it's 9, but
I just think there's so many good young players, man.
He should be like easily top 5. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, you got J-Dub, you got Cade, you got Paulo. I mean, you got Evan Mobley, you got Franz Wagner. We're not putting them. I got Scotty Barnes. Y'all don't. I know that. But you got a lot of really good players here. You got LaMelo Ball. You got Tyrese Halliburton. You got Tyrese Maxey. You got Schengen. You got Schengen. I mean, really, honestly, Mars, right now, for real, if the Rockets call up,
don't tell me about trade value. Please don't ask me about trade value.
No. I'm asking you a question. Amen Thompson, Zion Williamson.
Zion is clearly the better player.
Yes, he's clearly the better player.
Yeah, but that's the topic, right, Ron? Who's the better player?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not factoring in value. I'm not factoring in injury propensity. I'm saying if Zion is on the basketball court and player X is on the basketball court, who is the better player? That's how I'm interpreting this. If you guys are factoring injuries, to Cho's point about Mobley and Wemby, you have it. I'm not going to argue that. All I'm going to ask you, the same way I asked Cho, and then he said he thinks Wemby's a better player, but he's going to put Mobley at 2 because of the injury prone and the things that Mobley did last season. And I said, that's cool. As long as he thinks Wemby's the better player, we agree. I'm going to pose the same question to all of you guys. Is Zion better than those guys? Is Zion at basketball better than Franz Wagner? Is he better than a Paulo Ranchero? Is he better than a Cade Cunningham? Is he better than a Jada? You guys don't have to say yes, but that's the only thing I'm answering when I say I have Zion at 3. I think Zion is better than them. That's all I'm doing. If you guys are factoring injuries, go for it.
I'm not using the checklist argument, Mars, but aren't there quite a few things that Amen Thompson does a lot better than Zion? Like a lot better.
Such as
like what?
He rebounds better.
He's a better rebounder.
He's a way better defensive player across the board.
Across the board, right?
Yes.
He's also a bigger athlete.
The transition ain't that.
He's taller. Yes, he's an
bigger athlete,
and he is a bigger athlete. He got a longer wingspan. He's taller. And now,
what is his wings? A man's got like a 6'10",
7'1".
7 foot. He doesn't have a 7'1" wingspan. It's 7 foot at best.
Or 7 foot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
7 nuts.
Hey, every little helps.
Nuts.
I don't know what Zion's wingspan
I think he's got better hands. Not offensively, defensively. defensively.
Ken, are you trying to argue that a man is better than Zion? Right
now? I'm trying to argue that I had these guys at 9 and 10, and I had a real debate with them about them in my head, because I do think that Amen Thompson, I think there's a greater. I think he's just gotten so much better over the last year that we haven't seen him play for like 4 months. We don't know what he did this offseason, but if he's even marginally better than he was last year, this should be a much bigger conversation than it really is. He's very good, man.
Men, but
as a transition athlete,
Amen is amazing.
They are now the same
I was
weight.
here pushing the boat for Amen.
They're now in the same weight class, Mars. They're in the same weight class.
Now everyone has gone like so far overboard on Amen Thompson that it's leaving me in the dirt.
Y'all started this, Mars. Y'all started.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I came before Amen Thompson got drafted. If you guys remember, I said he had the second highest ceiling in the draft. It was Wemby, obviously, by himself, and I said Amen had the second highest ceiling. I also said I would take Scoot number 2 because I thought his floor was higher. That ultimately wasn't true. But
I was the highest on Amen Thompson. Let's not forget about that. You had Scoot over him. I said
I said Amen had the highest ceiling. But yeah, I said Amen had the second highest ceiling in the draft. I was concerned about the floor because I thought teams were drafting him to be a point guard. Then he goes to Houston. They didn't use him as a point guard. I was like, oh, okay, cool, amazing. And then I said, Chill remembers, I said Magic Johnson with defense and athleticism. That was the first thing I said about Amen Thompson.
And I was like, what the?
You can't get higher on Amen Thompson than that.
I'll never forget how y'all jumped me.
Before Amen Thompson was even starting, I was telling people about how he's one of the best defenders in the league. I said he was a better defender than Asar in his rookie season. I was saying when Asar was getting all of those plaudits, I was saying Amen's actually the better defender. I called him the best athlete in the league from the jump. That's what I said about Amen Thompson. And then this past season, he got put in the starting lineup. Then he had that game winner against Boston. And I feel like everyone went overboard on Amen. I had to look in the mirror. I was like, Asar is actually quite obviously the better defender of these two. He's quite obviously. I still believe he's the best athlete in the league.
Obviously?
In my opinion.
Where I'm at, real talk.
In my opinion, I watch Asar Thompson on defense. I watch Amen. I'm like, yeah, Asar's better.
Where's the gap at, Mom?
That doesn't mean it's clear. But I'm saying when I watch the two, I'm like,
in the
I come to
short
the same
mid-range last year.
Every time.
He got a lot.
And then I watch him and I'm like, the handle is still not to the level of what people are trying to project. The passing is very good in terms of instinctual as a drive and kick guy, but still struggles with some of the basic reads. Still can't operate as a point guard consistently because he doesn't draw closeouts. So Zion draws more closeouts than Amen Thompson. Just for anyone wondering, Amen Thompson, his best value as a driver isn't maximized because his handle is weak and because he doesn't draw closeouts. So his quick first step is minimized outside of transition. So offensively, there's a lot of holes with Amen Thompson's game. And I'm hearing him being elevated into a realm that I just don't think is accurate.
A little birdie told me
Zion and Amen Thompson conversation shouldn't be happening in my mind. No.
He's not in
as offensive pieces.
Mars, a little birdie told me his handle is a lot better right now than it was 4 months ago. I would also tell you that he got a lot better in the short mid-range. I would also tell you that last year he got a lot better around the rim, and he was already pretty good, and he's much better around the rim. And if he can get his handle to that level, again, there's sometimes like your game is literally one development step away. And sometimes your game is like 18 development steps away, and we don't really know until you add that thing. You know, sometimes it's just you got to add 15 pounds and everything unlocks. Sometimes it's just you got to tighten the handle at 5% and everything unlocks. His level of athleticism, his ability to guard 1 through 5, his ability to guard really legitimately 1 through 4. But okay, let's say if he gets a little bit stronger, because let's just be real. Like, I mean, guys get stronger, like 21, 22, 23. They can continue to get dramatic. So he's still going to be too small to guard fives legitimately. I don't think he's bigger than Draymond.
Yeah, unless
than Draymond.
Yeah, but unless you're saying Daniel Gafford's of the world, he's not guarding the legitimate offense.
He's not guarding Ivica Zubac and Nikola Jokic, but I've seen him guard Jokic a little bit, and he's done okay. Like, he's done about as okay as Alex Caruso has done. Okay, like he can do okay.
I've seen Jalen Green's numbers when he's guarding Jokic.
Oh God. Okay, my point is, I think
Jokic was 2 for 9.
I do want to say, like, I think the projection of him I'm there with you. Well, I don't think he's going to be as good as Zion next year, but I do think like the handle should be better. I also just appreciate how quickly he figures stuff out. Like the more he played, the better he got, and I think that translates, right? Even in that playoff series, like against Golden State,
started
like
off
first
slow
couple of
and then he
games,
started figuring
it was
it out,
bad, and then
doubled
he
his
figured it out
three-point percentage last
quickly.
year.
That means
Double.
he has a
He went
mind.
from 13% to 27%, Pen.
Yeah,
That's double.
That is progress.
You know what? That means he's on track to shoot. That means he's on track to shoot
54%
next year. Yeah.
Mars. With that being said, though, that is pretty impressive to go from. I don't know what the. What his output was? What his output was? What do you mean? No, it's not.
If you were shooting 13%, shooting 26% is still it's not impressive. Like you,
all right, y'all got it. Y'all got it.
You go from making one to making
shooting 27% from three impressive. In no,
I never said shooting 27% was impressive. Going from 13, if you shoot 100 threes and you make 13. And then you shoot 100 more threes and you make 27. That is impressive. And now I'm not saying
you just suck less. That's not impressive.
You suck much less. Like 20
for
a guy like Amin Thompson, if he makes 27 out of 100 threes, that's I'm not mad at him for doing that.
Oh no, but that's cool. No, that's cool. We know Amin's not a shooter. If you want, but there's a difference between accepting that Amin's not a shooter and 27%. Is cool for a man and saying it's impressive,
bro. I mean, it's a man. I'm not comparing him to Clay. I'm comparing him to a man.
That's impressive.
He made 8 and he hit 25.
Who, after 2 years in the NBA, is still shooting noticeably worse from three than Lonzo Ball did as a rookie.
So,
like,
I mean, Lonzo's a good shooter.
That's what I said as a rookie.
Moving in the right direction is
progress.
Yeah, but we remember how badly Lonzo Ball shot.
I do. That's my point. But that was more so because he couldn't really like get the shot.
That's my point. And that person who couldn't get his shot off, the guy who couldn't get his shot off at the NBA level, shot a better 3-point percentage than Amen Thompson on higher volume, by the way.
Mars, that's not the only indicator of shooting progress.
27% from three is impressive because you were the all-time worst 3-point shooter we've ever seen as a rookie. Like, no, I don't care.
Okay, from 10 to 16 feet, which is the short mid-range, he went from shooting 29% to 49%.
That's real improvement. There you go.
That's
okay.
That is impressive.
All I look for between players who are 19 to 23 is, are you moving in the right direction and how quickly you get there? Okay, going from making 8 threes as a rookie to making 25 may not be praiseworthy to you, but to me, it shows me you working. You going in the right direction. You still taking them.
Look, man, he just shot more corner threes. Like, if you just pay attention, that's all that happened. He just shot more corner threes in you.
I mean,
so he realized, hey, I suck. Let me just take out all as many above the break threes as possible. Shoot pretty much exclusively from the corners. And hey, guess what? The percentage went up. He didn't just become a magic.
I'm not projecting him to be a good
improvement, though, Morris. You still got to tip your hat off to that.
That's cool. The word impressive is what threw me off. Like, that's what threw me off.
Progression.
I'm not saying Amen didn't become a better shooter in year 2.
Okay, here's the thing, Mars.
No, I don't
when you shoot 13% from three, a lot of people, honestly, they react to it the way you do, which is, I'm not a shooter, so I'm just not going to work on this. This is not part of my game, and they kick it out. And I'm saying it's impressive that he continues to work at it. I'll also tell you, there's another player who, okay, granted, he had much better shooting priors than Amen Thompson, but that's Ochai Agbaji, who's shooting like in the 20s from three. And we were like, what happened to his jump shot? He shot 43% last year, 42% last year. So I'm saying, like, it can unlock over a summer, and I would not be surprised to see him shoot 35% this year, 34%. It would be
anybody
totally.
No, we're not even close to
before. I wouldn't say we're not. I don't know if
we're not in a men's range at all. We're still on the all-star, all-NBA caliber players right now. We're not.
Fellas, but what range we are in is the Splashsports range. Shout out to Splashsports. Here you can make your picks and you can compete against other fans, not against the house. This is the best and the easiest and the most fun way to get some money in your bank account. Because on Splashsports, with the quick picks, you can win up to 50 times your entry fee. And also, they got this little thing called Whale Wednesdays. You see this whale on the screen. That's because this whale makes big splashes. And you have an opportunity to make big splashes on Whale Wednesdays and get up to 200% your payout boost. So go do that. The link is in the description. The QR code is on the screen. You can scan it, go join the Player's Choice room, and play with us. Play with me, play with Ox, play with Real Talk, play with Mars, play with Penn, play with Chill, play with everybody on Pressbox as well. Bama, J-Rob, Swiper. We all gonna have some fun with this whole Splashsports thing. But you gotta download the app first, join the room, scan the QR code. We'll see you guys in the winner's circle. Compete against fans, not the house. That's what amateurs do. All right, fellas, let's go ahead and get back to this list. As of right now, we got Anthony Edwards at 1. We got Wemby at 2. I got a couple different votes. Chill got Evan Mobley at 3. Mars got Zion at 3. Ox got Franz. It sounds like Real Talk has Cade. Penn, who are you rocking with?
Scotty Barnes.
Do you actually believe that? Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
Okay.
I
and that's not projection. You think right now Scotty Barnes is the third best player
right now. Anchored the second best defense after the All-Star break last year. Okay. Had some of the hardest, teammates to work with last year. Team was trying to lose games. I think they're going to win like 45 games this year, and I think people are going to wake up to it.
I can agree with that. I think I see you guys in the play-in 6 seed race. I see you guys in that.
You honestly think he's better than Cade and Evan Mobley and
I think he's thought he's better than Cade for since they left high school.
Yeah. No, because I had Cade number 1 on my 2021 draft board. On record, by the way.
Oh, okay.
But I had Scotty top 3.
Why is he better than Evan Mobley?
He's a much better offensive player. He's a much better passer.
He's a much better offensive player. How?
Yes, Real Talk. He is.
And that's not projection.
Okay, Real Talk. Before we have this conversation, I want to understand who I'm talking to. I want. And this is not me being
Real Talk and Penn. I'm really about to step in right here. Let's wait till one of these guys get on the list. I'm trying to get through this voting process.
But they all have one vote, right? So they have a chance of making it right now.
So Ron's gonna break the tie, and Ron is gonna pick Scotty Barnes to troll everybody. Please do it. I'll pay you.
Wait, who is? Oh, I will
pay me.
Cade.
Yes, I will pay you. I will wipe out our debt. I will wipe out your $20.
Oh, that's not paying him. That's just
that is paying him. He owes me.
Ron was never gonna pay that debt.
Exactly. A debt I was never gonna pay. Don't close your ears too. I'll pay yours. But a debt I was never gonna pay. Come on. But in all honesty, I got Paulo. But for the sake of us not being able to put up a poll with 6 different votes, I'm gonna have to go with
Scotty Barnes' name off of it, respectfully.
You can't do that. Yeah,
I know I can't, but I know I can't. But I mean, Mars, I also could leave Zion off of it too.
You could.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't fight against that.
I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna break the poll break the tie, the 5-way tie that we have, and I'm gonna go with Cade.
Yeah, I knew it because you've been bragging about that 26-9. Yeah.
I knew you was gonna go with Cade. I don't have a problem with Cade. I got Zion until he makes it. That's my vote.
I had him at 6.
But Cade, I would probably have Cade, unless I'm forgetting someone. Probably have him 4th.
You have him over Franz?
So you have him after Zion?
I'd probably have Cade.
Franz is not better than Paulo. I wish y'all stopped saying that.
Thank you.
I'm with you, Jill.
Franz is not better than Paulo.
I think Franz and Paulo, I could make the argument for Paulo. I can make the argument for Franz. That's where I stand.
Yes.
I probably think long term, I think Paulo is very obviously going to be the better player, in my opinion. Right now, I do think it's a conversation. I tend to historically, I favored Franz. I probably do just favor Paulo, but I don't know, to be honest. But I wouldn't have Paulo in my top 5.
I think with Paulo, and I know we got to move on, Ron. Mars, I think with Paulo, I think that shot selection is what scares you the most, more than anything. I mean, I think his rebounding, that's stuff that I feel like we can improve on. I think his playmaking and his passing, he's gotten a lot better. He's got a lot better at that. When a guy has a bad shot selection, it completely throws his game off, especially for the viewer. Especially for somebody that knows basketball. When they shoot bad shots, we completely forget about all the other stuff that they do. And I think Paulo, because his shot selection can be bad, just like Jason Tatum, because his shot selection can be bad, it throws off all the other stuff that he does. Paulo is, 1, a freight train. Number 2, Ron, you've seen this kid. You've seen this kid before. I've never seen him in person, but from what I understand, he's a specimen. He's like 6'10", legit, like 250 pounds of diesel, by the way. That's what this kid is. And right. I mean, I feel like everything necessary for somebody that size in terms of a skill set. That's not going on in the NBA. And I'm not talking about projecting neither, Mars. I'm talking about in September of 2025. But if the shot selection got better, which I think it will be, I think we're looking at a different player. But today, even with the shot selection, I still think that he just does more.
I have two things about the Paulo Franz conversation. The second one, I think, it can be subjective for sure. But number one, Paulo's always better when the game is harder, aka the playoffs. And then two, I just think there's something to be said when two people are on the same team for like consecutive years, and one is always treated and acknowledged by its own team that they're the best player. Like to me, that kind of answers the question. Orlando views Paulo as a better player. Franz acts as if Paulo's a better player when he's on the court with him. If everybody on the team is submitting that Paulo's the better player, then I'm like,
what are we doing?
Who's submitting that?
I do.
And how are they submitting that?
The team.
But like how? They're saying it. They're saying it in. They're saying it in interviews, or like, what do you mean?
I'm saying
the numbers say Franz is better.
See how they.
I'm not entirely convinced that Paulo played better than Franz in the playoffs this year.
In the playoffs?
And
Last year,
play better. He shot.
Last year he did
against Cleveland. Yes.
Last year he did. I'm not entirely convinced against Boston he played better than Franz.
I think it was clear.
It was not clear.
Who you asking? Me?
You.
I'm not. No, I don't. I'm not entirely convinced. That's what I'm saying. I think it was close. I'm not entirely convinced he played better against Boston than Franz did. But against Cleveland last year, I think he very clearly played better than.
You've never been on a team and it's like everybody treats said player as the best player.
Real talk. I've been on teams where we let one nigga think he's the best player.
That's true.
Like I've been on teams like that where we have to let him think he's the best player, or it's just going, you know what I'm saying, or it's going to be some drama. So we're going to let him think that. We're going to let him talk that talk. But we know what's really going on here. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true. That's happened.
Is that what's going on here?
No, that's not what's going on here.
I have no idea.
No, I'm saying, I know you're not in the locker room, but I'm saying, is that what it feels like?
No, I don't know. No, I don't think I can't say that. I don't want to put that on him. I think they got a good brotherhood going on in Orlando. I think from what I'm seeing, the way they play defense together, I don't think they have that type of issue. I don't think it's a big deal to them. You know what I'm saying? I think they all understand they're important for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even want to turn it into nothing like that. I don't know. I like Paulo. I mean, I like Paulo. Yes, I do. I think Franz is better, but it's not. It's a day-to-day thing with them. You know what I'm saying? This is just like it is with who's the the best two players. Like, it's a day-to-day thing. They're both so good. You know what I mean? I think Franz is a better defender. I love Franz getting downhill. You know what I'm saying? I just think Franz is just a little better than Paulo. And chill. I believe Paulo is actually bigger than Franz is actually bigger than Paulo too.
He's taller, I think.
Yeah,
is that big? 11?
They're both 6'10".
Franz is 6'10" for sure. Paulo's also 6'10", but like there might be a marginal favor in terms of Franz.
But
I would imagine because he's skinnier that he might.
I didn't know Franz was that big.
Franz is 6'10". I do know that. Yeah.
Damn.
But
they have two 6'10" forwards.
Yeah, I want to ask Paulo FC. How much stock do you put into him becoming a 40% 3-point shooter in the playoffs in both years? Like, is that real to you, or is that just small sample size?
Depending on the kind of threes that he gets. Like, if they're kind of letting him shoot that, it wouldn't surprise me if he shot if he made 2 out of 5 wide open threes.
But based on what you've seen in the playoffs, so last year against Cleveland, he obviously shot 40% from 3. This year against Boston, he shot 44% from 3. Based on the shots you saw him take in the playoffs.
Correct.
Do you buy that as, okay, he's really that good of a shooter, or he got hot at the right time?
I think he can give it to me for a series, maybe even 2 series. But I think that when we get deeper into the playoffs, when we go up against teams with better defenses, even though Cleveland had a really good defense, but we go up against teams with better defenses and the shot selection is way different and they play him different, I think that I don't have to get a 40% 3-point shooter out of him. But to answer your question, no, I don't think that I can get that consistently throughout the playoffs. No, I don't. I think I can get anywhere between a 35 to 38% long ball shooter. I can live with that. I can 100% live with that.
I will say this, though, Mars. I think that if a young player continues to trend upward like that in the playoffs, I do think it is. It's not out of the realm of possibility for that to start translating in the regular season. So, like, if Paulo shoots, let's say Paulo shoots 37% from three in the regular season, I think then the gravitas around that question changes, right? Because it's like, well, can he shoot 40 in a 12-game sample size? If he shot 37 in an 82-game like sample size, then I think the obvious question would be like, yes.
Well, two things. Number one, gravitas. Can I get a synonym for gravitas? Because I like that word. Actually, is it in the same neighborhood as gravity?
Magnitude. Yeah.
Okay. I do like that word. That's number one. And number two, well, Ox, you know how I feel about in the regular season. I feel like if you're a star, at minimum, what I do in the regular season, I should be able to do that in the playoffs. At minimum. Now, sure, I'm going to have to raise my game in the playoffs, but if I'm a 37% three-point shooter in the regular season, I should be able to do that in the playoffs. At minimum.
Yeah, but Chill, you know me, I don't rank the playoffs higher than the regular season. I don't necessarily think the playoffs are harder than the regular season. You know what I'm saying? So that's just another either 4, 7.
That's not 10, a hot take. He's 11,
12, 15 games.
Yeah, they played 12 playoff games between us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like that can be anything. You know what I'm saying? And the sample size usually pretty low. But once again, like I said, I don't look at the playoffs as more okay, the importance obviously gets higher as you go further into the playoffs. I understand that, y'all. But like the degree of difficulty and all that, I don't necessarily subscribe to that. Go ahead, Ron.
I'm just gonna say I want to raise you one, and I get what you're saying, but can we look at the teams he did it against? Can we look at the players he did it against?
Y'all much higher on Cleveland than me.
I'm Evan Mobley. It's not Cleveland. It's Evan Mobley who he did it to. Against the Celtics.
I'll tell you one player he didn't do shit to.
I don't believe Evan Mobley. I don't believe Evan Mobley should be out here trying to guard these 6'10" wings. I don't think that's for him personally.
So who's he supposed to guard?
Why not?
Man, because I don't believe Evan Mobley can guard.
I actually think Evan Mobley did a really good job guarding Paulo. So.
I thought he did too.
I think you could do good, but I don't think Evan Mobley should be able to guard Jason Tatum or Paulo. You know what I'm saying? Those I'm not really like.
I think I'm with you. Like if he's guarding like smaller, quicker, because I feel like Are you saying that because of like the foot speed aspect, like they're wing players and he's more of a big?
A little bit more. Just mind you, I think Evan Mobley's a great defender, but
it's more so like.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I feel that, but just because you're the defensive player of the year doesn't mean you can like guard every possession, every position, and all that. Like if Paulo don't tear up Evan Mobley, I'm kind of looking at Paulo like, man, come on, bro. Like
I'm saying, but he did it though. And he did it to the Celtics.
Right.
Like I'm saying, the point I'm trying to make is like these are two of the better defenses in the NBA. So I'm saying like, and he did it over a series. So I'm saying, like, regardless of whether you think it's more impressive in the playoffs or in the regular season, I'm saying over a span of 12 games, he averaged 28 and however many rebounds and did it on good efficiency against two of the best teams in the NBA during those said seasons. So I'm saying that for me is impressive.
I'm talking about for Cleveland in particular. What do you average against Cleveland?
27-8. 27-8.
Okay, chill. I think I don't. Cleveland can be a good defense,
and as a 21-year-old too.
I look at Cleveland, and I'm like, y'all don't got nothing for Paulo. What do y'all got over here for Paulo? Y'all might be a good defense. Y'all could be a great defense. Y'all don't got shit over here for Paulo, as far as I'm concerned.
That's a testament to Paulo.
It is, and that's what I am, and that's what I'm trying to.
Not that Cleveland's defense is bad. I mean, they were 6th in the league in defense the year before that. I mean, the year they went up against Orlando, I think they were right outside the top 5 in defense. And you looking at them going, y'all ain't got nothing for this dude who's in year 2.
I wouldn't.
That's how good you think. So if that's okay,
they got a good defense, Shield. They got a great defense, like you said. They got a great defense, but having a great defense isn't a great defense for everybody. You know what I'm saying? That means y'all got a good team defense. Evan Mobley to me can't guard Paulo.
So if that's the case,
and none of the other dudes for sure can. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
And if you feel like if you feel that strongly about a defense that's right outside the top 5 that got nothing for a guy who's in year 2, why are you looking at Franz and Paulo like this?
Chill.
Why?
If he's as good as you're saying he is,
because I never heard you talk about Franz like this in any playoff setting.
Chill.
I've never heard you talk about Franz like this.
If you're saying he's as good as he is, then why does he shoot 50% effective field goal percentage throughout the last year? Why is he?
What are you talking about, Paulo?
Paulo. If he's as good as you think he is, if he's as good as you think he is, why across 3 years is he shooting 30?
He's not a great shot maker right now.
Okay, well, I don't think he's a great shot taker. I think he's a pretty decent shot maker. Sure. And I also think the lineup data is not lying to you. The Magic are better when he's on the bench.
Brother, I really don't give a damn about those better without Paulo.
Yeah, but like even you know, if Paulo's not on the team, they're not a better team.
They're not a better team,
regardless of what the numbers tell you.
A lot of stuff that you say, you got legit.
Obviously, God forbid, if we told you Paulo's missing the whole of next season, are you projecting Orlando's a better team?
No,
of course not. No, what I'm saying is, okay, here's the thing. When Paulo and Franz are on the court together, okay, they are worse than when Franz is on a team by himself with other defenders. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because they got a lot of depth. They got a lot of good players coming out that bench. They got Jonathan Isaac, analytically very, very good player, just doesn't play a lot. Mo Wagner is a really good player. There's a lot of good players on this team. I do think, honestly, some of the, one of the names that I don't think is going to come up on this list, but should, because he doesn't play a lot, is Jalen Suggs. I think he's the difference maker. If him and Franz are healthy for an entire season, to me, they're a playoff team. That is how high I am on Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner together with Desmond Bane. Right now, Paulo is one of 4 players on the team. He is the top shot maker. He's the top shot taker. But I cannot ignore the fact that Franz by himself is better than Franz and Paulo lineups. That matters to me when you're talking about multiple seasons as one of the worst offenses in the league.
So what does it
matters. Like? And it also matters to me, by the way, Chill. And again, this is a bias, but I watched this Orlando team go 0-3 against the lowly Toronto Raptors. Yeah, the Raptors got 30 wins last year and got 3 of them against the Magic.
That doesn't work, man. And the reason why that doesn't work, because that's the same logic that you just gave me when you told me that
at the body bag, yo.
That's what I'm talking about. So you just told me that the lowly Raptors, this is the same team that after January 2nd, they had the second best defense in the league. So it wasn't like he was going up against a bad defense.
He brought that up like 30 minutes ago.
By the way, let's make sure we clear on that, real talk. So it's not like he was going up against Charlotte, who was just bad and they just caught him on a bad night. I'm going up against arguably the best defense in the league, and we're losing to them, Penn. So that's a moot point. No, that doesn't work.
Well, the point was some of those games came without Franz, and in which case, sometimes his best teammate might have been Tristan da Silva on a certain night, or Anthony Black.
Wasn't one of those games the Jacoby Walter game winner?
I believe so, yeah.
Where Paulo had 40?
Yes, Paulo did have 40. Paulo had 41.
What's going on right now?
Hang on.
What's happening?
Paulo had 41 and they lost. Paulo had 23 and they lost. And both games were close. Okay. And then in one game, they got blown out. Chill. They got blown off the floor. They got blown off the floor on the road in Toronto, 93-109. And Paulo had 26. So you can keep saying, okay, he got 26 and he got this, but I've already told you shoot 50% effective field goal percentage, which is, by the way, there ain't
what is
against arguably the best defense in the league.
10 for 19, by the way. 5 for 9, 14 for 20. But
so he was killing
y'all. Yo, come on, yo. All right, man. Come on. No.
So you can go 0-3 against a lottery team. You can go 0-3 against a lottery team.
That's peak basketball.
We good. You can lose every game, but as long as you perform, you're all right. Okay.
Dog.
Man, if we're talking about how good
Paulo, no Jalen Suggs, dog.
I watched the Jacoby Walter game winner game. I remember that shot was ridiculous. Paulo was the best player on the court.
Was it a question, Mars?
Paulo was the best player on the court, and in that fourth quarter, Paulo was the best player on the court by a significant margin.
Franz played that game, and he shot 11 for 23 that game. Franz played that game. He had 28.
So he was the worst.
Okay, I'm Franz.
Worst
effective field goal 41. Paulo had 41.
And yet, somehow,
Jacoby Walter made a ridiculous 3. Yes. Credit to him.
Dog.
Paulo was hitting clutch shots.
Dog.
He made something.
It's time to move on. Ox.
Let's do that. No, I want to move on by making sure I establish my vote for Franz Wagner because, Chill, to your point, what you said, I never talk about Franz that way. I want you to know that Franz will absolutely tear Evan Mobley ass up too. So, yes, I got Franz Wagner.
I think Ox is going to like my next vote.
All right, well, let's get into it, y'all. This is what we got right now. We have a lot more names to go, so let's keep it pushing, y'all.
Let's keep it pushing.
We got Ant, we got Wemby, we got Cade. Next, who are you guys rocking with? Ox, it sounds like you got Franz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do.
I love
Chill, I'm assuming you got Evan.
I
do have Mobley, yes, sir.
Who I got it for? I gotta go Zion here. I'm sorry.
Yes, you got 2 versus Zion. Come on, good one.
Pin?
You don't even need to ask me. You know
Scotty Barnes
exactly
until he
where I'm
makes it.
He's
So
got
Penguin
Scotty
be
Barnes.
there.
Yeah. All right. I got Paulo, so it is going to be Zion. Zion Williamson is next. All right. Is everybody other than Mars and Real Talk keeping their same votes?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
So who's that? Franz, Mobley, and Scotty Barnes?
Yep. And Paulo.
Paulo, yeah.
Who has Paulo?
Ron.
Me.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is where I'm going, J-Dub.
Shit.
All right, Mars. Tough decision.
At number 5, you going J.
Oh, so I got to break that time.
Or you can choose Jalen Green.
What the hell? I drew up my top 25 and I didn't put Chet Holmgren.
Am I allowed to pick Tyrese Halliburton?
If you want, yeah.
If you want to.
I got Halliburton.
Off an Achilles, bro?
Okay.
The question wasn't projecting. The question was who's the
The
best.
question is
today.
who's better
It's
today. He is
Right.
out for the
Today.
season today.
That's crazy, Morris.
That's
the last time I saw Halliburton play basketball. I'm taking Tyrese Halliburton.
oh man. So you're projecting backwards.
Tyrese,
You're rejecting.
it's supposed to be about September 24th. Tyrese Halliburton literally cannot play basketball. Ron, could you please take Tyrese Halliburton off the list?
Oh, then that's basically me throwing away a vote. That's cool. It's my Jalen Green vote.
Okay, then at least do that. At least vote for Jalen Green.
Because he can play.
Yeah,
Jalen
at least
Green,
vote for Jalen Green, bro.
Ron, do the right thing. Switch up from Paulo and take Jalen Green. Do the right thing.
Yo, Jordan, we live on the show right now.
What's up?
We're doing the top 25 players under 25. I need you to break a tiebreaker.
What's the tiebreaker?
It is 6 players.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm putting you in a crazy situation, but you got to break this. Top 25 under 25. We got J-Dub, Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, Paulo Ranchero, Franz Wagner, and Halliburton. You got to break the vote. Who are you taking out?
Jordan,
Jalen
team
Green.
camaraderie. Jordan, tell him about camaraderie.
Hold on, you're going who?
Ranchero. Why is he even in the tiebreaker with them niggas?
All right, thank you, Jordan. Me and you the only ones that really know ball like that.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Yeah. Can you believe Scotty Barnes or Franz is on this list?
I can believe they on the list. I can't believe Ranchero on that list with them.
Yeah, exactly. It's levels to this,
He
huh?
need to be on his own. Yeah, he better than all of them.
All right, for sure. Hey, appreciate you. The tie is broken. I'm gonna holler at you later, bro.
For sure,
Yeah.
for
I think
sure.
Paulo.
You knew who you were calling.
It was either that or Swiper, but I knew Swiper wasn't gonna pick up.
He would have said Jokic 5 years ago. That's what he would have.
He might have pushed some Christian Brown agenda, yo.
I think Paulo here is fine. I actually like our top 5.
This is nice. Yeah. I'm definitely not mad at Paulo.
Hey, Ron, I'm gonna do this real quick. Jonathan Frazier I'm not sure how to say your name, but Paulo versus Toronto last year averaged 38 and 5 on 60, 53, 75 splits. Yeah.
And went
Killing
0
him.
for 3.
I'm only going to speak on the game I watched, which was the Paulo 4-1. That Jacoby Walter game win. I just want everyone to know that the game that Penn is apparently discrediting from Paulo. Paulo scored 22 in the 4th on 8 for 8 shooting, 3 for 3 from 3, and 3 for 3 from the line.
Fragile.
That's the game that's being discredited because Jacoby Walter hit a game winner.
Pin, this
I
is
just want
disgusting out of you.
I just want everyone to be
You said
aware.
wait. Did you say 22? Did you say 22 in the 4th?
22 in the 4th on 100% from the field, 100% from 3, 100% from the line.
When
I
you
also
lose
want
games
you
against
to know
a team
that
that's
he was
trying to
making-
lose games, you suck.
Okay,
I
and
don't
he
care.
did
But wait,
his
though, real
job.
talk,
I don't know what to
52,
tell you. He
62.
did his
You
But wait,
said
though, 'cause
Franz
real
played.
talk.
Franz sucks then. Then he sucks.
No, he's talking about Toronto. He talking about Toronto trying to lose games.
I know, but Franz played in that game, which means he sucks too.
Great.
But real talk, this is the crazy thing. Because for somebody that loves math so much, how could you discredit somebody that scored 22 points in the fourth quarter, but praise somebody that just scored 2 points in the fourth quarter and overtime? Math ain't math. I mean, for somebody that love math so much.
And Penn, I'm usually on your page because you got real good logic. I'm usually on your page. This right here, I'm not.
Hey, Penn, it's okay. That's Ox getting his get back from how you did him yesterday on playback.
Here's the thing. Y'all already believe that Paulo is this dude. And nothing I'm going to say is actually going to prove otherwise. So the reality
you just made a very bad case.
Hang on.
Yeah, that was a very bad argument.
If Paulo had 16 points on terrible efficiency and they had won, y'all would be saying, but they won. It doesn't matter.
No, we would not be.
I like to think you would be well enough by now to know I wouldn't say that.
No.
You wouldn't be, but the rest of these.
All right, fellas.
I remember watching
the rest
that
of
game.
these four gentlemen.
What?
All right, fellas.
You people, yeah.
Fellas, we moving on to 6, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is what we looking at, y'all.
4 gentlemen, actually. These rest of these 4 gentlemen. Go back and rewind.
The rest of these 4 Americans. That's what he wanted.
Americans.
That's what he wanted.
I just want to make sure that Real Talk remembers. Real Talk. I just want to make sure that you remember. He didn't miss a shot in the fourth quarter. By the way, I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
he didn't miss one shot.
Yeah,
and he didn't miss a shot from the free throw line neither. By the way,
but Scotty Barnes
had 8 rebounds, 8 assists in that game too. If you can,
Scotty Barnes.
All right, so
just so y'all aware, Scotty Barnes was absolutely locking up in that game, and he played 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. Stop it! He played 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes.
Fellas,
that's how you know they were trying to lose games.
Real talk.
Did he foul out?
No,
fellas, we are moving off of this.
That's what
at number 6, who are y'all rocking with? Who are y'all rocking with? Paulo is now on the list at 5. Penn, are you staying with Scotty Barnes?
I just want to let y'all know one thing. AJ Lawson played 12
minutes. We are moving off of this. It's okay.
No,
Paulo's on the list.
You're going to say he scored 22 points. I'm going to tell you who he put it up against.
Oh, it doesn't matter. He scored 22. Okay?
Orlando Robinson, Jamal Shed, Jared Roden, AJ Lawson.
He scored 22 on the Raptors. It doesn't. Okay, he scored 22. It don't matter.
Why wasn't
y'all?
Real talk.
Dense as hell, bro.
Real talk.
You don't know.
I got Scotty Barnes.
Do you still got J-Dub?
I got Scotty Barnes until he makes it.
I got J-Dub.
Ox, do you still got Franz?
I'm doing my breathing exercises. Go to Mars first.
Mars, do you still got Hallie?
Nah, Hallie's not gonna get any cosigns because of the Achilles, which makes sense.
I mean, Mars, like, hey,
yeah, you have a Halliburton
eventually.
up here. Let's not act like you don't.
No, he switched to Jalen Green. Remember?
Is now Franz time?
You think Franz is better than J-Dub?
I think Franz. Yeah, I don't think you know how good I think Franz is. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
How good do you think Franz?
Hey, Mars, I got your back. Just know that.
Because I already know how good.
Okay,
I know how good.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Ron, we already established this.
We just went to the finals. Don't make me get back in this bag. We just went to the finals. We hitting game winners in the finals. We hitting game winners in the Eastern Conference Finals. We hitting game winners in the conference finals. We hitting game winners in the first round. Bye, Giannis. Bye, Donovan Mitchell. Bye, New York. The whole city of New York. I got Hallie. I don't care if he's on a torn Achilles, a torn whatever. I got Hallie.
So then why'd you wait so long to put him on the list then?
Exactly. Because I got Paulo over him.
You just got battery packed by Morris when he said Tyrese a couple picks ago. That made you think about Tyrese, and now you just wanted to turn up for no reason.
All right, for sure. Hey, I turned. Why can't I not vote for him? How are you gonna tell me and Morris we can't vote for him?
Because first of all,
why are you trying to Sheriff Ox? You can't vote for him.
Well, I'm trying to give you some logic about it. Let's talk about this. Let's stop yelling, stop hollering. Let's be logical about this, Ron. If we would have done this list in early June or something like that, then yeah, Tyrese 100% should be right there with Wemby and Ant. The way he was playing basketball, I agree. Now, it's Well, I'm saying,
because of
the playoffs and stuff. The playoffs. I'm talking about at that moment. And still Tyrese what? Because TJ McConnell. But anyways.
Yeah, we ain't got.
He would have been in this range. He would have been.
We would have Tyrese Halliburton on this list, Ron, 100%, right? But we're doing it in September. He can't play basketball no more. You know what I'm saying? If we do this again next September, let's vote for Tyrese Halliburton. But we said we were doing September 24th.
So when we do our top, no doubt.
We all know Tyrese did his thing, but we don't need to use this list to talk about that.
Okay, Ox. So all I'm saying is, obviously, when we do our top players in the upcoming season, Jason Tatum's not going to be on that list, right?
Not at all. Why would
Joel Embiid
wasn't on mine?
But this is why I'm confused, because like the way I interpreted it is, everyone can play. Who's the best player is 25 and under.
No.
But if you're asking me who's going to be the best 25 and under next season, I obviously wouldn't pick Halliburton because he doesn't play.
But
that's not the way I interpret it.
I think we should do real life list, Mars. I think we should do list.
But when I hit, but no one's playing basketball today, like physically.
Well, if we
the
could
season
play basketball
so the way when I hit today, the way I interpret it is based on what you saw the last year.
We're doing it based on.
That's how I interpret. I'm just telling you how I interpret it, and that's why I picked.
Right. Okay. I got you. So let's have a conversation. I think we should do the list based on what's going to happen this upcoming season. Like why make, you know what I'm saying? Why tell anybody?
The list is based on that, though. It is based on that. It's not necessarily who's going to be better next year. It's the top 25. It's the top 25 going into the 2026 season.
That's the
title. Then Halliburton shouldn't be on the list.
Yeah. So
okay.
Need I remind you guys? This is the same Tyrese Halliburton who Ron had the Milwaukee Bucks bouncing them in round 1. Need I remind you guys of that?
He's a bigger Giannis than he is a Halliburton. If you tell me who do I think are the 10 best players in the NBA, I'm going to say Joel Embiid's name and I'm going to say Jason Tatum's name. I'm going to say both of their names. But if you ask me who's going to be the top 10 next season, I'm not going to say Jason Tatum's name. You get it? Like you
shouldn't say Embiid. But
all right, Mark. So who you rocking with if it's no Hallie?
Sneaky big, by the way. I think Şengün we're in his range.
Really?
I think we're in Şengün's range.
Oh, you're pretty high on Şengün.
I think we're in Şengün's range.
Şengün
he's a real Houston Rocket fan here.
I'm a Suns fan.
Changing FCs because of a player as washed as Jalen Green. My God.
I think I got France.
You really Blazers FC though, Mars.
Mars just said that none of these guys are playing basketball. I just seen Franz playing basketball.
In your
on the list, bro. Put Franz on the list, bro.
I think I got Franz.
I just seen Şengün playing too.
Franz was really good at Eurobasket, by the way. I know Schroeder got like a lot of the credit. And
just so we're clear, after Scotty gets off this list, my pick is Franz. So yeah,
all right.
Franz is going to be ahead of Scotty.
Franz is going right now.
So I just want to hear why Franz is better than J-Dub. I just want to.
Well, hold on, real talk. Wait. I mean, we can't do this too, but we got two people going with Franz. I'm going with J-Dub though.
Okay, so it's two for J-Dub. Okay.
Yeah, and now
J-Dub gonna win that poll for sure.
Well, no, it's not a poll. We just gonna go chill and pin. Who are you guys rocking with?
Go ahead.
Unless they
Mobley.
go with the same people. No. we have a two-way tie between J-Dub and Franz Wagner. Between those two, who you got?
Dub. J-Dub, I'll take. Yes,
Franz.
Well, we do have to run a poll now.
J-Dub gonna win the poll.
Don't run the poll.
I don't have a problem with Dub over Franz. I don't have a problem. For me, the difference. J-Dub showed he could do this against the Pacers in the finals. So, like, maybe I could just give him the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, he can do it. But for me, Franz just as a downhill driver, the pressure he puts on defense is being one of the best finishing 6'10" wings in the league. While being a really good defender. He's not J-Dub as a defender, but he's, like, right below all defensive caliber. Like, he's right below, like, whatever you would call that. He's right there. I do think he's the better offensive player, period, in my opinion, just because of the downhill pressure, because of the playmaking stuff, because of what he's doing in the confines of his spacing. I do think he's more impactful offensively, and I do think he is good enough defensively to where, although J-Dub is a top 10-ish defender in the league, I think Franz still provides enough value on that side of the ball, while within the team confines, the impact he has on our Orlando team, while still being able to, like, he scores effectively in the playoffs. The issue is he can't shoot the three, but he's still, the downhill stuff translates every time in the 12-game sample size. The downhill stuff translates. Like he's amazing floater, amazing deceleration, really good handle. Like all of that stuff to me does give him, in my opinion, the higher floor as a scorer. And I do value that alongside the playmaking.
Is the
stuff.
poll up?
Thank you, military man.
The poll is up. Pin, please.
Real
we'll
ball
knowers.
J-Dub can win the poll, and I have no problem with J-Dub winning the poll.
really wanted to stay
J-Dub
where
is
Mars
like J-Dub is really good.
Yeah,
so I have no problem with J-Dub winning the poll. So like,
he's winning it right now.
The reason why I wanted to stay where Mars is, Mars, because all of the stuff that you said about Franz, it sounds like one of his advantages is the fact that he is 6'10". Because I mean, J-Dub gets downhill, and I do think that matters with him. But in terms of offensively, overall, like as a passer, as a playmaker, all of that, what's the gap between those two guys? Is it substantial? Is it marginal?
I think these guys are closest players. Period. That's why I have.
I think that
Franz
J-Dub
is the better playmaker, but I don't think the gap is substantial.
On offense, we're talking about. I'm just talking about on offense.
Yeah, I think Franz is the better offensive player, but I don't think it's a crazy gap, especially when you factor in J-Dub's ability to shoot and punish people who will go under screens or whatever. He became a more willing three-point shooter this year, which I think was impressive. And he plays in the mid-range at a degree that Franz doesn't, because Franz is able to get his way into like 8 feet range, whereas J-Dub has that counter at the free throw line. He can make jumpers. Franz doesn't really have that. So like all of that stuff, you add it up. I'm like, I see the case for J-Dub, and I have no problem with J-Dub. I just like,
and he does a lot of passing and playmaking for the Oklahoma City team. Also.
He does. I do have some concerns with like his accuracy as a passer, as opposed to Franz. I think Franz is the way more accurate passer. But he is a very willing passer, and he does have overall decent court vision. So like, I think they're close. I really think they're closest players. So if J-Dub might have been my next vote, to be fair. So if J-Dub wins here, which is
over Evan Mobley,
yeah, he did win.
They're my next. So I probably have Franz, J-Dub, Mobley, Şengün. I think would probably be my next group. Ooh, Chet.
I'm just thinking about.
I don't know, man. We'll get.
I got lower on Chet because of the playoffs. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like you made a compelling case for. And I know we got to move on, Ron. But to Mars' point, I feel like you made a compelling case for Franz. I just feel like in terms of offensively, and I think that J-Dub's ability to score has gotten so much better. I mean, you had a real big problem this season with Franz's ability to shoot the basketball. That hitch was a big problem, and I think that cost them a lot of games. In fact,
19% in the playoffs. That was bad.
Right. So, but J-Dub on the other hand, I think his jump shot and I think his ability to shoot, to your point, in the mid range, I think that elevated Oklahoma City. But then we flip to the other side of the basketball. Mars, you and I on the other sides of the fence on this. I think he clears him on defense, and I think he clears him on defense because of the versatility, not just because he can guard his position or guard smaller guys. I feel like on the box,
clearly the better defender.
I think that on the box, I think his ability to switch up, to be able to slip guys, to front guys, not just to be able to front guys, to be able to hold his own in the post. I think that makes him a substantially better defender than a lot of guys give him credit for. So if I'm thinking about both Paulo and if I'm thinking about both J-Dub and Franz as players, I think the separator for me is on the defensive side of the ball.
Franz is an amazing defender.
Yeah, but he's not
Devin Williams. It's like saying,
yes, I know
they're saying Asar's an amazing defender, but we're comparing him to Wemby. Like,
yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I think isolating isolating individual offense from team context is really hard. Isolating individual defense is even harder, in my opinion. I think that J-Dub has a much better supporting crew when it comes defensively, right? He doesn't have a single player on his team other than maybe Isaiah Joe, who's as bad defensively as Paulo Ranchero.
Bro, right? Turn on the TV and watch the game, Pin. I'm sorry,
you think
bro.
Paulo's bad? I
want to. Both these teams have amazing defense.
I don't watch
both these teams have amazing.
Why do you draw that charge on me? I clearly watch more basketball than you do. Like,
but you actually don't.
We are getting
you watch
back
more
into
Raptors
it.
for sure.
We're getting back to the list. Hey, chill. We getting back to this list, man. Okay. We got J-Dub at 6, at 7. I need everybody's votes. Chill. It sounds like you're staying with Evan Mobley.
Mobley until he gets picked.
Yeah, it actually might be Mobley. I might be sleeping on it.
Pin, Scotty Barnes still?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mars, Real Talk, Ox.
I need to know where Real Talk goes because I know Ox is going. Yeah, still do got Franz on the list.
I'm going Evan Mobley here.
See, this is where it's tough for me because I do think it might be Mobley. Like,
and I'm not even if I am projecting. I mean, I think that I'm going to get an even better Mobley this season than I got last year. But I ain't even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about right now. What I've seen from Mobley these last 4 years. He's been nothing short of. He's gotten hurt, so that kind of threw a monkey wrench in what was happening. And the same reason why I taxed Wemby. I taxed Mobley for that too. He ended up rolling his ankle. He ended up having a knee issue, and he didn't miss the entire season, but he did come back, came back better, made the All-Pro team this year, was the defensive player of the year. I just think he's one of the better defenders in the game, one of the better offensive players in the game. I think I'm gonna get a 20-10 guy this year.
I think Franz is better offensively than Mobley, and I don't really hesitate with that.
I don't hate it. I think so too. I do. I don't think that there. To your point about levels, I don't think that there's a huge gap, and the reason why is because I feel like Mobley has gotten so much better. I think Franz is better. I think Franz is better at getting downhill, and I think Mobley gets knocked off his spot a little bit more, even though he's gotten stronger. I still think he can get pushed around a little bit, but I think that got supplemented with him being able to knock down that mid-range and to knock down that long ball a little bit better. So I think that enhanced his offense. And I think this season, because he looks to me, and I'm not going off what I saw in that picture, I think he's gotten a little bit stronger because I have seen him in workouts. So he does look like he's throwing his weight around a little bit more, and I think he's going to add that to his arsenal this coming season. So I'm more inclined to look for a better offensive or better scoring Mobley this year.
I also think a maximized Mobley is at the 5 in offense. And if you do that,
you love him at the 5, Mars. You keep talking that to me.
I love Mobley.
Love him at the 5.
Offensively. I feel like you take Jarrett Allen off the court, you get Mobley maximized offensively. And do I think that's better than Franz? Maybe. Not offensively, but as a player, maybe.
Right.
Mars,
but then Franz is a definition of not maximized offensively based on that Orlando situation. So
Mars, how much weight do you put into defensive analytics?
It would depend on the defensive analytic.
Estimated defensive plus minus. Does it matter to you how highly Jalen Williams ranks in this?
It doesn't matter to me where he ranks. I know he ranks highly because he's a really good defender, but I know a lot of people in OKC rank highly. So
Alex Caruso number 1, Chris Dunn number 2, Asar Thompson, Victor Wembanyama, Amen Thompson, Jonathan Isaac, Chet Holmgren, Draymond Green, Ivica Zubac, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Williams, Marcus Smart, Isaiah Hartenstein, Scotty Barnes. Those are the top defenders in the league, according to this analytic, and I think it's very accurate. Yeah, I don't see a single person missing from that list.
I think Isaiah Hartenstein's high, but I think that's pretty accurate. Did you say Evan Mobley's name?
No.
Mobley's better than Hartenstein.
Exactly.
But like for the I'm not going to be like analytics nonsense because it's one player, but like. Yeah. I think
it's also not the end all be all.
Yeah, I think it could be a cool reference point. Exactly. Like if you think someone's a top 5 defender in the league and they rank in the 90s,
Evan Mobley was 94th percentile. He was slightly behind Anthony Davis and Goga Batadze. So and Rudy Gobert. And Jared Allen. So according to this, Jared Allen is a better defender than Evan Mobley. But according to my eye test, I think Evan Mobley's more valuable. So it's a matter of who's better and who's more valuable.
And I hope your eye test is telling you that J-Dub is a much better defender than Franz.
Who you about to rock with?
No.
Well, you need to get your eyes checked.
So it's 2 for Franz, 2 for Evan?
Fee's a role player.
It's 1 for Franz.
Same guy.
It's just Ox.
I didn't call it a role player, actually.
Just because I don't know, I'm going to pick Franz to make you be the tiebreaker.
But she shot like a role player in that fourth quarter.
I'm gonna go with Evan Mobley.
He got pushed around like the 8th man or the 9th man in the rotation too, by the way. So we clear.
Oh man.
We got Evan Mobley.
That at all, just so you know, Ox. I did not appreciate that ass whooping. I didn't.
I actually think
not
we're
at
making
all.
a good list right now.
We are making a really good list right now.
I'm just happy to have a good game. Chill went to overtime. You know, I love a good. game.
We got Evan Mobley at 7. At 8, I think this is going to be pretty obvious. But who are you guys rocking?
I for sure have Franz now.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Franz here now. I'm not mad.
I also have Franz still. Yeah,
I ain't mad at Franz.
That's 3 votes. So,
all right, Franz is up next at 8.
Okay, now I got to think. These were like probably my top 8 penciled in.
Yeah, now it gets like we're all over the place potentially.
I mean, there's Sengun.
You got
Chet. I got Chet, man.
Scotty Barnes, obviously.
I feel like Garland's just being slept on.
Garland.
Oh yeah, Garland is 25.
Oh shit, DG's 25.
Yeah, he was actually that's who I was going to say next. Actually, I was going to say Darius Garland.
Ja Morant is 26. For people saying Ja, he's 26.
A couple other names I do want to throw out there too. I think we're in the men territory. I think we're in Tyrese Maxey territory, and I think we're in LaMelo Ball territory.
Denny,
all three of them.
I
think we're in a men's territory, but not Şengün territory.
Denny
Ox already said Şengün. I think I got Şengün next.
Does Denny get zero love here?
I'm going with Chet for sure.
I'm not having Denny here. No, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, no, Denny's not here.
Denny's more probably 14 range. Probably.
How long Denny been in the league?
He came in 2020.
Right, so he came in 2020. In 2022, by show of hands, how many of y'all was really paying attention to Denny?
I was, because I knew
Denny was my third best prospect in the 2020.
I know. I do remember hearing you talk about him, Mars, but I wasn't paying a lot of attention to Denny.
And I said he was the best player in the Wizards when people were glazing Kuzma.
Even when they had Kyle Kuzma. I do remember you saying that. I was not paying a lot of attention to Denny. I was not. I'd be lying to you if I said I was.
I knew about him because I watched him play at Maccabi Tel Aviv. So
I started watching more Denny because in the Kyle Kuzma Washington days, I used to bet a lot on Kyle Kuzma, either points or assists. So I used to watch for my parlays, and I was like, "Who is this Denny guy? He's pretty good." So yeah, that was my introduction to Denny. Watching my parlays.
I thought Denny.
Ron, you were paying attention to him. He was averaging 4 points per game, bro.
All right, what Pin? Do you know it's a lot of play?
Yeah, I know.
The highest score overseas is 18 points per game.
Yes, so I know that.
Four over there
is like 6 over here.
No. 4 over there is like 10, 12 over here.
That's really like 36 for.
But also too, like there's draft boards and they project people and they say like this guy is going to be a lottery pick next year and he's only 18 years old. So you pay attention to people like that. On top of that, I watch Maccabi Tel Aviv. I watch the EuroLeague. So if I'm watching a whole team play and he comes in and they get to talking about him, I'm like, let me pay attention to this guy. So yeah,
Luka has already told us though. Luka has already told us, Penn, that it's easier to score in the NBA than it is in the EuroLeague. He's told us that.
It's also shorter games too, longer possessions, longer shot clock.
I'm sort of surprised that a player who averaged 4 points per game in 14 minutes was on your radar that high. But that's cool. Like I'm glad that you watched him.
Yeah, he wasn't necessarily on my radar. I just came across him a couple times. Watched a couple games that he played in. And, obviously you got the highlights and all of that.
Maybe you watched the right games.
Obviously, Penn's the only one that knew about Denny.
I'm not.
Yeah, but that's also his EuroLeague stats. When he played in his domestic league, he averaged more. It's the same thing as like Wemby. Like Wemby's EuroLeague stats when he played at Asvel were very low because he barely got minutes at EuroLeague, but he played in the domestic league. I don't know what Denny averaged in his domestic league, but it was definitely double digits. Yeah, so like,
I never watched him play in the Israeli league. I don't think I've ever actually watched an Israeli league game.
Is Quick D-Lo better than Tyrese Maxey?
Who?
Quick D-Lo, Darius Garland.
Yes, Darius Garland. Quick D-Lo. Is Quick D-Lo better than
I think Darius Garland is grossly underrated because unfortunately he's not healthy in the playoffs for the last 2 years.
He hasn't had a good playoff run. Yeah,
but he's been hurt both times.
Sure.
Like,
all right,
I think
fellas.
I think it's very unfortunate timing.
Who do we got? Franz Wagner is 8. Who do we have at 9 after Franz?
Darius Garland.
All right, hold on right quick. So, Penn, I know you got Scotty.
Mm-hmm.
Chill, it sounds like you got Garland. Ox, you have Chet. Mm-hmm. Mars, real talk.
All my top 8 been picked except for my third. All right. Cool.
I'm going Garland. I'm not mad at it. Garland's a really good player.
Yeah, for me it would be Garland or Chet. I'll go with Chet.
I just think that Garland at the lead guard spot, I think the efficiency is what's the separator for me. He takes care of the basketball with some of the best of the league guards in the game. He doesn't take a lot of bad shots, and the shots that he does take, he makes them more times than not. Yeah. He's not killing his unit. He can score. He can get downhill. He's never been that's actually where I was going next. I mean, if you think about the ball handlers in the game, Irv, like how many ball handlers can you say? That's what I was thinking. How many ball handlers you say are nicer with the pill than Darius Garland? I mean,
I would probably still throw in. I know he's older now, but like a James Harden is still way up there.
My thing with the handle, I just feel like that conversation alone is a very overrated conversation. You know what I mean? Because it's just
as long as you're not losing the ball, you don't care about.
Yeah, you know, that's how I'm with it. Like I don't care about the boom boom between. As long as you can not only not lose the ball, like you can't be losing the ball as long as somebody can't take the ball from you and you're getting to your spots. If you're still if your lack of dribbling is not hindering you from getting to your spot and making the play you're trying to make, I don't really care how good it looks. Like that's why it's so many people. I can't even put a number on it. There's so many people I think got an elite handle in the NBA. And so that's why I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. And he got to a spot just like him.
Yo, Pin. So we have a tiebreaker between Garland and Chet. Out of those two, you're going Chet?
Mm-hmm.
I just got really low on Chet because I didn't like his offensive output in the 25 playoff run. I just feel like he really needs to get better as an offensive player. And about DG, I know Tyrese gets this comp all the time, but I actually think DG is our closest closest thing to Nash in the league right now.
There's very little that a 6-foot guard who's not a great defender can do to be a better player than Chet Holmgren. Like honestly, Chet could not progress at all offensively.
He was one of the better. He was one of the
could
best
still be a better
player in the league last year.
So to register where I have this, I have Chet at number 9. I have Darius Garland number 14. So it's a gap.
14.
14.
Yeah, 14 feels low, but I don't know. Chet, I agree with Real Talk about
Zion, Amen, Alperen, and
Darius Garland was really good last year.
But I said it feels low. It might be accurate, but it feels low.
I just think
Ron, I'll be feeling the same way, but Darius Garland was really good last year.
He was. I don't have Darius Garland above Tyrese Maxey, and I don't have him above LaMelo Ball either. And I know that might ruffle some people's feathers.
I can see where you coming from with that. I can see.
I don't got him.
I like.
I just feel like Chet is amazing. So
I don't think DG's as impactful as his numbers might look. I think he's good though. I think he's really good, but I think Chet is much more impactful in winning basketball games than Darius Garland.
I also think I'm giving Chet benefit of the doubt, assuming that he just didn't look the same post-hip injury, and that's because he just wasn't 100%.
That's fair.
People were saying he was going to be defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I think I'm giving him some of that first 10 games anyway. But he was still like arguably the best defender in the playoffs. Arguably now.
Yeah. The defense was still elite. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I thought he was food at the rim. Was he the best defender or food at the rim?
Hey, man, one person said one thing, one person said another thing. I had never subscribed to that.
Was he a buffet? Yes or no?
And I know the numbers definitely would say he wasn't food at the rim. I'll say that.
But the numbers are meaningless. You have to use your eyes.
Facts.
Eyes also say he's not food at the rim. So I don't know. Everyone's
mine too. But you know, never know.
But yeah, I think Chet here is fine.
Might need contacts.
Last year I would have had Chet in like the top 5. So he's other people have rose as more than Chet's dropped.
I think he's gonna be fine. I think he was maybe a little bit cautious, a little timid. I didn't like how he got pushed around a lot. I feel like physically he didn't really impose himself. Defensively, I think maybe he was like in his head a little bit, trying not to get hurt. You know, on drives, a little bit passive. I think his passing left a lot to be desired too. You know, I just think like it would be so different if he had like that 3-level drive kick game, you know, and be able to get to the line, but he just get bumped off his spot. He's not a great screener.
Frail, bro.
He only has one counter as a driver too. It's that spin. If you can't, it's the Pascal Siakam from 6 years.
But he's such a good shooter that I'm just like, you know what?
But he get the shot off,
and even then he struggles to get the shot off against like.
It's like damn, and maybe it's really because I want him to be better. Maybe I'm overstating like how bad he is right. But it's like, damn, Chet. I thought Chet was gonna come into the league and be one of them ones off it, like because I think the skills are there, but he gotta put it together.
But y'all though,
he's not just playing gear 2.
I'm only gonna say this, and this is why I think it's unfair with what we see on offense with Chet. First off, he plays on obviously a very, very good team with a lot of competent options around him. He also plays with the league's leading scorer, and he also plays with the guy who's higher on this list than him, who happens to be a 20-point per game scorer as well. So it's like he's not like if Chet played with the Hornets, I think we would see. Although I think it might be inconsistent, I think we would see close to 20 per game from Chet.
Yeah, but I can make that same argument, Ron. I can make that same argument as to why he should be better in his earlier years as an offensive player because he doesn't have the load of being the number one option, getting number one.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the pressure either, though. He doesn't have to They don't need Chet to go out there.
I know, but that's one of the reasons why OKC wasn't as good offensively as they should have been in the playoffs is because of Chet's shortcomings.
Yeah, but I think that kind of Ron, in the finals in the West.
He was great against the Timberwolves. He was
good offensively.
He was good against the Timberwolves.
But in the overall, he had games against the Nuggets where he showed up. The Grizzlies series was over so fast, but he was good against the Grizzlies. Mm-hmm. So overall, I think his offense on average was fine. It was possible, and then he was maybe the best defender in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like maybe you are, in my opinion, slightly over-indexing on what you think Chet should be, as opposed to just already how good he is. And it's but he can be more. And it's I agree with you. He can be more offensively. And I think he was showing that before he got hurt. But with what he showed already, I do think 9-8 is his range. I think he's good here.
Oh, Chet we're definitely in his we're in his range for sure.
J-Dub is who Chet was supposed to be at this point. He was supposed to be the guy, the defensive guy.
Yeah, but I can't tax Chet for J-Dub being nasty, though.
Well, the reason why J-Dub is nasty is because Chet broke down. So we had to go in a different direction. Right.
Chet breaking down. This is the reason why J-Dub was good.
I was fighting for my life.
We just didn't know about J-Dub.
I was team Chet over J-Dub.
Just so you know,
I still think J-Dub has the very clearly higher ceiling. But as of now,
but you wouldn't have known. And Ron, the point is that you wouldn't have known about J-Dub like this if Chet hadn't broke down. Because
they don't play the same. They don't play the same position. They would have all been playing together, and J-Dub would have shown that he's better than Chet.
Chill. They were saying J-Dub was better than Jaylen Brown before Chet broke his hip. They was saying that.
There are a lot of people better than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People been high on J-Dub,
including every single person we've listed on this list so far.
Does that? He wasn't playing 100%.
Right. You know. Yeah. So. But the thing about y'all better be careful with this Chet slander. I know me and Chill got attacked for about a month just for speaking on one game.
He was food at the rim. Yeah,
he was food at the rim. He was legit getting eaten alive.
No, but Chill said it in the preseason. He was like, they need to attack Chet because he's food at the rim. He didn't say, in this game Chet was food. No, he said the Timberwolves need to attack Chet because he's food at the rim.
I think he's food at the rim.
Yeah, that's a disgusting opinion. I'm sorry, that's a disgusting opinion.
So Chill.
Ox can try and rewrite what was said. No, I know what was said.
You think Evan Mobley better than
I'm saying what I was disgusting at the time, and it's disgusting now.
This is before the series started.
10 years from now.
Yeah,
fellas, we got a little over an hour to try to saw through the rest of these names.
If we get to 15, we've done good.
But the goal is to get to 25.
Let's do it, Ron. We're doing it.
Come on,
don't aim low, aim high. Let's go through this.
I think 7 was an accomplishment.
So
I'm proud that we're going to get through the top 10. Good work.
After Chet,
definitely going to get to 10.
After Chet, who are we rocking with, y'all?
Scotty Barnes.
All right, we got one for Scotty.
And
Garland, yeah. Garland.
Probably go Garland, yeah.
Garland, yeah.
You got third options.
I'm gonna go Tyrese Maxey. I'm gonna go Tyrese Maxey.
Cool. You got third options who are defensive liabilities.
Third option scorer, Penn. See, stop with the bullshit, Penn. Third option scorer. That's not my job. My job, I'm the primary ball.
Garland is the second option scorer.
Yeah, he's the second
by
option.
the way, don't leave that part out, Mars. That's very important.
And don't leave out the part where a guy can guard 5 positions. What was Scotty Barnes?
Here we go with the 5 position shit. Okay.
Oh, you're still making the Scotty Barnes case?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, he's not on.
Scotty Barnes, man.
Yo. So Chill, you got Garland.
Yeah.
Mars, you got Garland.
He's still on the Scotty Barnes.
Come back to me.
All right. Real talk, you got Garland.
Scotty Barnes. Real ball knowers up here. Okay.
I want
real ball knowers, not real talkers.
I did throw out Maxey, and I'm not mad at Maxey because Maxey. Maxey done showed me something in the offseason. That's the thing. Like,
if Cleveland had Maxey instead of Darius Garland,
100%.
Y'all can finish that. Y'all can finish that sentence however you want.
You might be cooking.
So it ain't no mic to it. It ain't no mic to it. I seen Tyrese Maxey in a series with Joel Embiid on his team and James Harden say, you know what? You niggas get out my way. I'm gonna show y'all how we supposed to do it. And what? It was his second year. I see Tyrese Maxey.
I told y'all at that moment. I told y'all at that moment.
Say what y'all want to.
You guys think Maxey is better than Şengün? You guys think Maxey is better than Şengün?
No, I don't.
That's who I'm tied up with right now. Maxey and Şengün. I'm trying to.
I got mixed.
I'm trying to figure out.
That's next for me.
Learning.
You guys are higher on Maxey than I am.
Shit,
And I'm high on Maxey.
I seen Maxey pull that belt out.
And I've seen Darius Garland do it too.
Hey, Ox, not the belt. You know how you fold the belt over and you get the whipper with the belt folded over? Hey, I see him pull out the belt. He don't fold it over. He use it like a whip. Come here.
Wrap it around his head.
So the biggest issue with Darius Garland,
a long ass belt.
The biggest issue with Darius Garland is that at the end of the season he breaks down and he's not healthy in the playoffs, and that affects his game. Even though season,
I'm not even basing off the playoffs. I'm just basing off watching these two play. The way Maxey shoots the ball and the way he gets to it, even getting downhill. He just to me he's just
okay. He didn't shoot
a better
great
scorer
last year.
No, he's just a better scorer than him. To me.
I do think
he's a more aggressive scorer. I think he's a more aggressive.
Because since you on the subject, Ron. Since you're on the subject, we're on the belts. I watched Darius Garland go into Madison Square Garden and light fire to Jalen Brunson's ass. Straight lit it to his ass.
Jalen Brunson?
Yes, it's the same Jalen Brunson who's a top 5 league guard in the game. It's the same Jalen Brunson who you talk about is next to Cade Cunningham. It's the same Jalen Brunson who's one of the better league guards in the game. And I watched Darius Garland go in there and light fire to his ass without Donovan Mitchell. Went in there and lit it to his ass. So since you're on the subject of buckets, he's one of the most efficient bucket getters at the league guard spot.
Wasn't that the same person that Tyrese Maxey torched in the playoff series? That was against the Knicks, right?
It was against.
Yes.
Where he was hitting taking over fourth quarters, sending the game to overtime.
Crazy shots.
Yeah, like come on.
Yes.
But all right, let's all make our decisions. Real talk.
I also want to bring up. I just want to say the name. I don't know if I'm voting for him, but this is LaMelo Ball range as well. By the way,
I agree.
I just want to say that.
You know what you're doing right now, real talk. You know right now, you hitting me in the side of my wrist.
Real talk. I'm with you. I'm with you.
LaMelo, this ain't LaMelo's range for me.
Just so you know, real talk. I haven't had enough to drink to entertain the honey that you pointing out in the corner over there. I haven't had enough to drink yet.
I'm just saying, bro. LaMelo.
Hey, but chill, you can acknowledge the bitch is fine though.
I know she over there. I know she over there. But I haven't had enough to drink yet. So real talk.
Watch your elbows.
So come talk to me in a little bit.
I'm gonna go Garland though. I'm gonna go with the PC answer, and I'm gonna say Garland.
All right. Well, we got 2 Garlands, we got 2 Maxies, we got 1 Scotty Barnes. Bars, go ahead and make it a 3-way tie.
All right, cool. Scotty Barnes.
We taking it to the polls, baby.
I got Darius Garland. Let's move on.
Okay. There we go. Never mind.
No, I got Max.
I feel like Şengün is being slept
on. I got Şengün next.
Yeah, I do too. Him and Max.
Y'all think Şengün is better than LaMelo?
Yes.
Bro, I'm not even thinking about Melo.
I think you better.
LaMelo. I'm not even thinking about LaMelo.
Real talk. I just told you I haven't had enough to drink yet to entertain honey in the corner over there. Nah.
Like I mess with Şengün. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think LaMelo is better than Scotty Barnes.
I don't either. Not even close.
I don't think he's better than Scotty.
As much as I would love to take LaMelo over Scotty, I can't do it anymore.
Why would you want to take him over Scotty? One
Real
plays
talk,
basketball the right way, another one plays like
that,
LaMelo Ball.
I'm not saying
one
you're
Scotty
wrong
Barnes and
thinking
one
LaMelo
LaMelo
is better.
Ball.
I'm not saying you're wrong thinking LaMelo is better, but why does that warrant that reaction? That like,
I think LaMelo, bruh. I don't know. I want LaMelo to get out of Charlotte. So
what I tell y'all yesterday? Tween merchant.
No, it's not.
Right over here.
Queen one of the best offensive players in the game.
Merchant. Real yap. Real
tween best offensive players in the game. What are you talking about?
Nah, he a lot of dribble into nonsense double teams, hack up like 1 foot fadeaways from 35 feet. Yeah, and one of them plays for Toronto.
Right, and we know that he clears Scotty offensively.
He really does.
He's better offensively. Not even a question. He's better offensively.
That's not even a discussion.
When you say one of the best offensive players in the game, what is like?
What am I gauging that? Like, what is the range?
How many people?
Yeah, how many people as one of the best? I don't think there's more than 20 to 25 better offensive players in the league than LaMelo Ball.
What is that?
Top 25.
What do you mean that he's good offensively?
I'm answering a question, Ben. I'm not talking to you.
Offensively?
I'm answering Mars' question,
bro.
I'm literally not talking to you.
Well, I'm talking to you.
Mars, what
does he do well offensively?
That's the gauge.
We're trying to get a real basketball conversation. We up here as basketball analysts. You telling me he's top 25 because he's good?
And I'm literally not listening to you. I don't
care.
Yo, Mars. Mars. So who? Mars. Who are you going with?
I think it was a tie between Straight Bones and.
What is this? What is this team sniper strategy? You get cooked, you just take off your headphones. This is like
I ran the poll and I accidentally put Şengün over Scotty Barnes. And Şengün happens to be winning.
I have no problem with Şengün being here.
Oh my god! I will switch my vote to Şengün. But I accidentally put Şengün over Scotty Barnes, and I actually
think Şengün being here might be the right answer.
I mean, hey, chill. He's winning the poll. So look, I'll switch my answer to Şengün, and we can put Şengün here. Mars,
I'm fine with that, but I think part of that is Eurobasket bias. I just want to put that. I think part of that is we've seen Şengün.
Oh, it's still.
I mean, if he plays like that,
but I do think Şengün being here is valid. So I have no problem with Şengün being here, personally. So
are you switching to Şengün?
Yeah, I'll go with Şengün.
All right. Well,
if he plays like Eurobasket, I ain't got no.
The chat has spoken. The chat has spoken.
I feel like maybe 20 offensive. LaMelo being a top 20, 25 offensive player. I don't know how much.
Is he better than Darius Garland offensively? Is he better than Donovan Mitchell?
No.
Is he better than KD? Is he better? Yo, I'll get to 25 so fast.
If you put okay, then get to the 25. Go.
Okay, you know what? No one say anything. 5 minutes to give me 2 minutes.
No, not 5 minutes. You have 2.5 minutes.
You couldn't answer why he was a good offensive player without saying 20.
No. Give him some time.
Okay.
Give him some time.
What? Let's go off the top of the dome. Okay, I'm gonna use my list of top 25 right here, and then I'm gonna fill in anyone who's not 25. Okay, Anthony Edwards.
Yes.
Franz Wagner.
Okay.
Cade Cunningham.
Yes.
Jalen Williams.
No.
J-Dub.
What? No. Are you knowing Franz? It was knowing Franz. No. This is come on,
okay,
dog.
Already done.
I'll continue. I'll continue on. Zion Williamson.
Dog.
Yes.
Zion Williamson. That's 4. Tyrese Maxey.
I don't know, actually. See, you're not bringing up good names. You're not even in the 15.
You don't even have to know. It's okay. You don't have to know.
I don't know.
Tyrese Maxey, not it? Darius Garland?
Yes.
That's
I'm
fine with Garland.
Are we at 5? My God. Okay. Now let's see. Anyone else on this list that's under 25?
You didn't even start the easy ones. Jokic.
Yeah, he decided to go with his 25. This isn't the way I would have done it. I would have just gone through the teams.
Okay.
Let's. What is this list, Pin? What is this list?
25 offensive players.
25 offensive players
better than
Lonzo Ball.
Okay.
Now
LaMelo Ball.
Sorry, LaMelo Ball. Damn.
Sure.
Not Lonzo Ball. Okay. Shea.
Yes.
Jokic.
Yes.
Giannis.
Yes.
Tatum.
Yes.
Mitchell.
Yes.
LeBron.
Yes.
Steph.
Yes.
Brunson.
Yes.
Harden.
Yes.
Okay. How many we at?
15.
We have
15 including the under 25 guys you named.
Okay. So I got to come up with 10 more. Let me just.
We just for sure Harden.
I'm for sure.
Yes.
I'm for sure Harden.
Yes.
I'm absolutely for sure Harden. I'm just playing.
Yes.
We talking about the Harden that couldn't score. We talking about that
Tatum.
one.
We said him already. Yeah, you said him already.
Sorry.
I think Harden.
Jaylen Brown.
No.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown is a better offensive player than LaMelo.
I don't think Penn believes that. I don't think Penn believes that.
Penn don't believe that.
That's why I said. Hey, I don't think Penn.
I said some names that y'all didn't believe, so I'm saying some names
like James Harden.
Did you say Halliburton so I can agree and Real Talk can disagree?
Yes,
okay.
you did.
Halliburton. Pascal Siakam.
No.
Yes, what?
No.
Pascal Siakam is one of the best post scorers in the league. Are you kidding me right now?
He's one of the best transition players in the game. That's
quite frankly, I don't got Hallie either.
And he shot over 40%.
Oh, I'm very surprised.
And he was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. What the fuck?
Ron, you think that LaMelo Ball is a better offensive player than Hallie? Are you serious right now?
Good.
I'm gonna run the
There's no way.
Do you guys understand how good of a scorer LaMelo is?
I don't think LaMelo is that good of a scorer. That's why
I don't neither. Me neither. His shot selection is terrible.
Hey,
you
don't just.
If you think he's a better offensive player,
shall I continue? Devin Booker.
If you think he's a better offensive player than Halliburton, you got to think he's a top 5 point guard in the league.
No, chill. That's not how that works.
I mean,
how does it work then?
That's not how that works.
Do you think he's a better offensive player than Trae Young?
Nah, hell no.
Okay,
so why the hell is he a better offensive player than Halliburton?
Because Trae Young and Halliburton are two different individuals.
You love Trae Young for the same reason why you love Halliburton.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Chill. No, this is not the same thing. This isn't.
Ron, who's a better scorer? Not offensive player, scorer. LaMelo or Cam Thomas?
LaMelo.
Just buckets, Ron.
I disagree.
LaMelo.
I strongly disagree.
LaMelo a better bucket getter than Cam Thomas, Ron?
You think LaMelo scores better than Cam Thomas?
Yeah.
Can I interest you in a little bit of Jimmy Butler?
In 2025, bro.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
You just
one of these players has led a playoff offense.
You
as
just
a
got
major
fried
playoff.
again. You need to stop
Are you
trying
crazy?
to argue with me because you never win.
You know what? You need to stop talking real.
And then all you do is say real yap as if I haven't seen that in the chat for 3 years.
Bro, I'm gonna get to 25. How about you shush?
You never win.
First of all,
on. Hey Ron, what's next on the list?
No, we were at 16.
You did. Okay,
were we not?
16. You didn't mention KD, and you did not mention. I haven't heard you mention Luka neither.
Luka Doncic, that's another one.
That's 18.
Yeah, so that's 18. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Did you hear me? Devin Booker. Devin Booker. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't said Paulo yet. Paulo.
You did not say Paulo. Is Ja Morant is Ja Morant a better offensive player than LaMelo?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Hell yes.
You are the one that runs around harping on efficiency, and you're bringing up Ja Morant.
Mm-hmm.
Neither one of them are efficient.
Okay.
But at least one is giving me volume.
Trae Young.
Okay.
What was John's volume?
That's 19, actually.
Joel Embiid.
I don't even know if I'm
20.
Anthony Davis.
Yes.
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
Did you say Zion?
He says Zion.
I did say Zion. Kyrie Irving.
Yes.
21. That's 20. Yeah, that's 21. Mm-hmm. We're at 21. How about?
I'm going for
Wait,
obvious.
did y'all count
De'Aaron Fox? Yes. De'Aaron Fox.
How about Foxy? Did you say Jalen Brunson?
I did say Jalen Brunson.
Did you say Cat?
I didn't say Cat. Carlton Towns.
Brandon Ingram.
I would say Brandon Ingram for sure. Brandon
Did
Ingram.
you say Scotty Barnes?
Come on, y'all. Let's end the show. Come on. Do what you say in this shit. Do it so I can press this in.
None of us are going to agree. But would you say Scotty Barnes?
You're going to give Real Talk a heart attack if you say Scotty Barnes. I swear.
His pull up jump shooting is what divides it. But if Scotty Barnes comes out and is actually a decent pull up jump shooter, then hell yes, Scotty Barnes. Because
why is Cat a better offensive player than LaMelo?
I'll give it. I would give it to Wemby. Last year I would have given it to Dame. I would have given it to Derek White. There's a lot of players I think.
Derek White.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Why'd you sneak that one in? Derek White.
Penn, how about Damian Lillard, Penn?
Yeah, I'll give it to Dame.
You don't even
not in 2025.
I'll give it to Jamal Murray. How about this? I'll give it to Jamal Murray.
You don't think Dame last year was a
I
better
think Jamal
offensive player
Murray is
than
a better offensive player.
Real Talk, are you serious?
I think
Real
Jamal
talk,
Murray is a better offensive player.
You don't think Dame last season was a better offensive player than LaMelo?
Because he 100%.
Oh, you talking about? I'm saying going forward. Like I'm not saying Dame anymore because he didn't tour.
Oh wait! I got it. What am I at, Cho? Am I at 24?
This man said Derek White.
Kawhi Leonard. There you go. 25. You cooked.
I think.
All right, y'all. Let's get back to our 25 or the 25.
You don't need to agree. Obviously, you're not going to agree. You said he was top 25. Of course, you're not going to agree with the names I put up.
Right. So if you bring up 25 other names I don't agree with, then you.
But the vast majority of the people here.
Real talk.
Did not.
Pin. Real talk. Pin. We are going to get back to this 25. We have Shangoon at 10. Who are we rocking with next?
Garland.
Actually, wait. Before we do anything, we're in the crunch time chat segment. I'm going to read some super chats based on what people had to say about what we had to say. This is the list, you guys. Keep this in the back of your mind. Start thinking about who you want. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to give this list a rest because, god damn. Hey, whew. It seems to be bringing out the worst in everybody. But shout out to everybody in the chat. No, I do think this top 10 is actually fire.
I think
we got a good list.
Everyone's gonna call us casuals, but for a 6-person combined list, I think we've got a decent list.
Yeah, we got a good list, Ron. Yes, we do.
If you are watching on Facebook, shout out to you. We have 2 likes, one from Jorge and another one from a guy named Jordan Banks. Salute to you guys. Thank you for liking the videos. If you're watching on Twitter, shout out to you. Make sure you follow. And also, more importantly, come over to YouTube and become a subscriber. And if you are a member, salute to you. More specifically, our Hall of Famers. Brett Bovia, he just joined up a couple days ago. R. Wade, otherwise known as Rez, playing in the PCL. Football Breakdown, who also is playing on the PCL. I got my man Jean-Mar Skeet Nielsen, Small Boxes, Kingster, Teddy Hart, Rob Deere, Vale, Bulletproof, Trevi, Cheese, Joe Breezy, Worldwide Mace Television, and Multi Kenny. We'll see a couple of you guys coming up on Friday for Hall of Fame Fridays. The first super chat I got is from Masinko G. Masinko said, worried about the 3-point shooting still, but I think Orlando is making the Eastern Conference Finals. Shout out Trey Burke, Xavier Simpson, KJ McDaniels, and Jessica January.
KJ McDaniels, that was at the peak of the tanking Sixers.
I've been on record already this offseason. Orlando is my pick to get to the finals this year and out of the Eastern Conference. So
I have to see it with Orlando. I still have some concerns, but I can see the avenues for them. So it's tough. But
I'm projecting another leap in player for Paulo and Franz. I think that Desmond Bane is the actual offensive weapon that they needed, juxtaposed to KCP last season. And I think if Jalen Suggs can be healthy, I mean, that's one of the better POAs in the league, gives them a point guard. And I think for them offensively, to me, what they should really capitalize on is the fact that they have 4 people that can handle the ball, play in pick and roll, push the pace, and pass. But in my opinion, between Jalen, Franz, Paulo, and Desmond. So I think the solution for them, despite them already, I think being better in half court, I think they should be one of the best transition teams in the league, and I think they should look to play fast. That's my
big difference in what they've done the last couple of years.
It would be. It would be.
See it because I can agree with in principle that's what they should do, but they've been really slow the last couple of years. And for me, Cleveland, just like their foundation is so much more stable in terms of I think I know what to expect. They're my favorites, but I can see the avenue for a team like Orlando. But Cleveland
and their offense, to your point, Mars, as slow as they play, their offense really suffers because of that. They don't get a lot of stuff in transition. They don't, and they should.
And they should, they should for sure.
They should,
especially with now this many ball handlers, because you don't have to look like for outlet pass to a guard. Like just if Paulo gets the rebound, we're running. If Franz gets the rebound, we're running. If Jalen gets the rebound, we're running. Desmond gets the rebound, we're going. Like it should be that simple.
And Desmond Bane's an elite transition scorer as well. So
yeah, exactly. A great pull-up 3-point shooter there as well. So yeah, I think
I don't know how that shit goes in neither. Them short ass arms.
Hey, on 2K, the lower your wingspan, the better your shooting attributes. So.
Is that a fact, Mars?
Yeah, that's how it works. You lower your wingspan, your shooting goes up, but your defense goes down. And if you increase your wingspan, your defense goes up, but your shooting goes down. So
that shit is cash though, Ron.
Elias47 said, Asia MF and Wilson, where's the Feastlander? An MVP caliber player blowing a 20-point lead. When Asia blows a lead, it's the top of the show.
It's because it was her birthday. She was too busy. She wasn't focused. She wasn't in the right mental space.
It's true.
Okay. Yeah, you only have a set number of like emotional output per 24 hours.
Exactly.
I heard that takes up here. So.
Well, it's true.
Well, she lost the MVP one day, and then the next day it was her birthday. Like that's a lot to.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot to manage.
Her EPD was low. Her emotions per day, like it was just tough.
Yeah.
So that's why. Yeah, we understand.
Oh man.
All right. Shout out EPD.
Shout out to the Phoenix Mercury, man. They played really great. I think they played absolutely amazing. A lot of grit to come back on the road, win an overtime game on the road. So, you know, I'm not gonna do that thing that some people up here like to do, which is they like to tear down the opposition when our dude loses or our favorite player loses. I'm gonna say shout out to Satu, shout out to Alyssa. I think Alyssa's an amazing player. I think she showed it last night. She's very tough, and that team is one worth recognizing. Absolutely.
I'm gonna absolutely.
Y'all tell you Sammy Wickham was gonna knock that down or not?
You did. You absolutely did.
I'm gonna absolutely tear down the. I'm absolutely gonna tear down the opposition. 100%. You 20 in a playoff game in your building. You got no reason losing that game. None whatsoever.
Facts.
They got bullied. They got pushed around. This is one of the better defensive teams in the game, and they actually pride themselves on grit and grind. And Phoenix beat them at their game, particularly Nafisa Kalia. She got roughed up yesterday by AT. AT just brought the game to her,
though.
and she didn't do anything.
Okay.
Chill. I don't want this.
He had like
right
5
quick,
shots, yo.
Right quick, Pin. I don't want this to be an aha moment or anything like that.
No.
But I'm. Do you remember me telling you that first off, Phoenix was like that, but that Alyssa is. Chill. I specifically said Alyssa's not scared of none of them. And Chill. What did you say to me? What is your go-to when I mention anybody being scared?
Scared people still get their ass whooped.
And so it was nothing else for us to say after that. Correct. But now, do you see what I mean when I say Alyssa? Like when I say Alyssa's not scared, it doesn't mean that like I'm not gonna do me. It means that what I mean by that is she's taking it to her front door. Like it's actually not Fee that's coming and knocking on Alyssa's door. It's Alyssa. Bring your ass outside.
And
I gotta talk to you about something.
We have seen this happen before.
And she gets punched in the face, and then she still comes back like Rocky Balboa. That's what's happening. Like you have to drop her.
Y'all are hoopers. You're telling me you've never gone up really big in the first half, went to the halftime huddle, thought the game was pretty much over, came out, maybe let your foot off the gas, and then the other team turned it up, and you just couldn't stop it. Momentum is a crazy thing in basketball.
That happens, but that's bad when it happens. Like,
it's absolutely really bad when it happens, but that's my point. Like sometimes these comeback games be happening, and usually in the playoffs they don't happen as much as they do in the regular season because teams tend to keep their foot on the gas pedal. But when you're up like 20, you're whooping them as bad as they are. I'm kind of worried that the Lynx would come out really soft. To the point of Fee not doing well. Up until about 6 minutes into the third quarter, she had 20 points. She finished the game with 24, if I'm not mistaken. That's 4 points in the rest of the 16 minutes in the game and overtime. That's unacceptable. She got to do better than that. Defensively, I think she did a great job. I really do think she did a good job. And you know what? Like they just got to show up, man. And off the bench, we got one of the best. We got the player that I believe probably should have won 6th Woman of the Year in Natisha Heidemann, who drops 0.
Who won 6th Woman of the Year? Natisha didn't win it. Who won it?
We're talking about Heidemann.
Nas Hillman won it.
Okay.
So,
but look, this is the thing. I don't want to go back because, of course, I ducked those shows. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go back, but that's exactly what I was saying about Game 2 in Seattle. But that's over. We're past that. We're way past that. It's a good series. I just want to see a good basketball game. And I think that's what we got last night. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's what we got. I think. I don't think obviously Phoenix woke up. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix woke up and they did that thing. But to your earlier point, though, Pin, have you Chill? I want to ask you. As a basketball player, Chill, have you ever been better than somebody on the opposing team or been a better team and there's just a lid on the rim for whatever reason?
Can't make a shot.
It's just a lid on the rim. But over there, I mean, he's going for 35. He's hot. But you still know, like, okay, like we're the better team. You know what I mean?
I've been on the other end of it, actually.
And we'll see you day after tomorrow. You know what I mean?
But I think this is a bad matchup though. And the reason being is obviously you got the Nafisa Alyssa thing. Alyssa is a problem for Nafisa on both ends. Nafisa's better, but Alyssa's it's a bad matchup for her. But also, I think Phoenix's top 3 players are better than the Lynx top 3 players.
They're not.
Hold on, right quick though. I just want to say this. If she does get going, and those 3 are all 3 rolling, they are better than Minnesota's top 3 players. Like Minnesota's a better team, but Minnesota doesn't have an answer for Satu They don't have an answer for Kalia if she gets going, and they definitely don't have an answer for Alyssa.
They got an answer for all of them. Same player.
Ron, you just said that.
Oh, so Nafisa gonna lock them all three up.
Okay, look at me when I say this to you, Ron. Look at me when I say this to you. Looking at me.
I'm looking at you. Yeah,
I guarantee a Lynx win on the road in Phoenix. Guarantee.
Yeah. Hey, I heard that last series.
Okay, so we got this guarantee, right, Ron?
I was I'm saying celebrity, bro.
What I'm saying, Ron, is that the Lynx have a better team than the.
Absolutely, I agree. No, I agree.
Not just a better, and not just a better unit. To your point, Ox. Not just a better unit. They got better talent. So keep going.
Right.
Ox.
Also, Satu, she falls asleep a lot. Like she's really talented.
But what happens when she wakes up?
Okay,
she be snoozing sometimes. But when she like Mars would be up here snoring. But when his ass wake up, boy, whoo, and you in for a world of trouble.
And Kalea Copper is not what she was a few seasons ago. She's not better. Their top three are not better than their top three close. Like
I'm more so talking about his scores though. Just on the offensive end, like
I got K-Mac over Kalea Copper for sure as a scorer too. I got Courtney. I got Courtney almost even with Kalea Copper right now. As far as putting the ball in the basket,
I think Courtney's better,
but Satu's better.
And I will go not better than K-Mac. No, not as scoring the basketball. No,
I think. All right, bro. Okay, now you bugging. I've been with you on this whole K-Mac thing, but I think K-Mac's
just a completely better basketball player than all of them. Like K-Mac's just a much better hooper than Satu. She's a much better hooper than Kalea Copper. And I think like, for instance, games like that happen, I think we get into the emotional part of it. Oh, well, they came back. That's cool. But the Lynx are a better basketball team than them. And they're ultimately, I think they will win this series because of their just a better basketball team. I don't see something like that happening again. Like that was just one of them things, y'all. Like
you're right. It's not gonna happen like that because the next time Minnesota beat them, they just gonna come out and beat their ass.
They just gonna come out and spank them. Fee does not. I mean, Alyssa does not got Fee number on that other end. Like Fee a bucket. She'll torch Alyssa too, just like anybody else.
Yeah, it's kind of what you
my
said.
thing though. This is my thing. I don't think Minnesota needs Fee to play great to beat Phoenix.
They don't.
I think she needs to be good. I don't think she needs to be great.
But you know who does need to be great? Richard Carlton. Anytime you want to get involved in the series, help us out. Anytime you want to get involved in the series, help us out over here. Because you're killing us.
What did Canada do to you, man?
Blowing bunnies, won't rebound. I'm sorry that I'm animated about this, Ron, but it's the playoffs. And I watched that game yesterday, and I watched that game in detail. She's blowing layups around the rim. She's getting pushed around. She won't rebound. All Alyssa Thomas did was tell his crew, just roll with me. And when they roll with her, the one thing I noticed about DeWanna Bonner stick her chest out a little bit more when she's running with a bully. She might be a little bit of a yapper, but she stick her chest out a little bit more when she's running with a bully.
She don't just stick her chest out when she come around.
Yeah, she stick her. Well,
shut up, bro.
Yo, bro, come on,
bro. Ron's so nasty. Ron's so nasty.
Come on.
The point that I'm making is that anyway, Ox, the point I'm making is to your point. Ox, this series shouldn't be this close. It really shouldn't be. This series should be over at this point. Like we should be going to Phoenix to close this thing out. That's what we should be doing. And that ass whooping last night, I just did not appreciate that at all. No, I didn't.
But I mean, the thing about it too, defending champions, yo. Like, can we respect that?
They're a good team, but the Lynx are that doesn't matter. Like that just don't matter. That don't matter. Like the Lynx.
You can drop a game on the like if you look at this series so far, the Lynx have led like 90% of the way. Right.
Right. Exactly.
They're 1-1, and it's perfectly okay.
I don't think anybody's
1-1, and I still think everyone's picking the Aces to win.
But here's the difference, though, Penn. I don't think anybody up here is questioning whether or not Phoenix has a good team, because none of us are questioning that, because we all think that Phoenix has a damn good team. In fact, it was Ox who I told Ox, who did I have the league MVP this season?
Alyssa Thomas.
If you remember. That's who I thought the league MVP was. So they got a damn good team. That's not the point that I'm arguing. What I am arguing is that Minnesota is better than them. And Minnesota is better than them from top to bottom.
So
they got a
better team, you got to whoop them like 3 straight?
Series,
I don't think so.
This series should not be as close as it is.
They should win let's be clear. Let's be clear. All you fee 5 4 thumb niggas up here again with the Liberty out and maybe the Aces
going to blow out.
The Lynx should win the championship this year. Not only should they be getting out this series with the Liberty gone, the Lynx should be hands down the favorite to win the chip this year.
Okay,
they have the best team remaining in the playoffs for sure.
They were
real
the
talk
best team walking into the playoffs.
I agree with you, but I'm gonna say what I said last night on playback. I would not be surprised if any team remaining wins the WNBA finals.
You wouldn't be surprised if the Fever won.
To be honest with you, Ron, I was watching Phoenix.
We made a bet last night. I
know this sounds crazy.
We didn't make a bet.
But I was.
No, we absolutely made a bet.
We didn't make a bet last night.
You bet me straight up.
No, I was course by that little pretty face on your screen. It made me stick my chest. Hey, I was like the one on butter. I was sticking my chest out a little.
You bet me that Phoenix were going to beat the Lynx in the series straight up.
Oh yeah, you're 100 to my 30.
Absolutely not. That wasn't a split.
What was the split? What was the split?
I think it
wasn't that. I might not know what it was, but it damn sure wasn't
actually,
that.
really, that was nasty. It should have been 30-30, but I let you have it.
All right, 60-30. That the Fever beat the Aces. Let me add that.
No. That Phoenix beats the Lynx. That's what you said. You got.
I thought it was Indiana and Aces.
No.
All right, but look,
I'll take that too. You want to double up? I'll do both series.
No, I'm not betting on that Aces Fever series. No.
Oh, okay.
Just take the Aces.
Why?
You're not gonna win. But look, the game would have been over. Real talk. I think you had left. You got left already.
Mm-hmm.
But the game would have been over if Cheryl Reeve don't go to fee right there on that last shot. You know what I'm saying? You got 4 seconds. You got 4 seconds left. I think it's so much easier to get the ball. Courtney Williams going downhill, getting a mid-range look, or really Courtney Williams should have set the screen on K-Max defender right out of bounds when she passed in the feet, right back to K-Mac, wide open 3-ball. They win the game. You know what I mean?
You got to involve your best player in the action, whether she takes the shot or not.
Yes, I just said that, Pin, because like I said, Courtney. If you remember, no. Just listen. When Fee was up top, Courtney cut off the ball, or not off the ball, cut off a Fee going this way. When K-Mac throws the ball into Fee, which I'm okay with, I think Courtney Williams, instead of going to the corner, stops short and sets the pick on Kayla McBride's man, defender. I'm sorry. Kayla McBride then cuts this way. Fee kicks it right back to K-Mac, wide open 3-ball, game time. No need for me to go one-on-one against Alyssa Thomas. There's no need for that. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for that. I understand what you're saying. Oh, Fee's the best player. She's 50, 40, 90. That's cool. But when you got Kayla McBride with the opportunity to shoot a wide open 3-ball right there for a game, you let Kayla McBride shoot the ball.
I would have been perfectly cool with them running a dribble handoff with a screen from Fee to Courtney Williams or vice versa. I'm cool with those two, with Kayla McBride being sort of like an option out, right? I would also be cool with maybe, putting the ball in Courtney Williams' hands, Fee setting the screen, and then just rejecting the option. And if they overplay Courtney, just kick it back out to Fee for a 3. Right, you don't really need a 3 in that situation. You just needed a bucket. So I mean, it's like from anywhere a bucket works. Right, but I like the idea of multiple actions.
This is just like how when me and you went back and forth, and you were trying to convince the world that shot, Japan's shot in the Olympics or whatever, was a good shot, and because you can get the rebound or something like that. And I was like, bro, that's terrible. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible. Why would you shoot that? That was one of the worst shots I ever seen in basketball. Right. So what I'm saying is like,
we have very different understanding of shot quality.
Why would I catch? Yeah, that was a terrible shot, right? So why would I don't want Courtney McBride catching the ball stagnant, standing there, and then come set the pick. We got 4 seconds. Courtney, I need you catching the ball on the go. Set the pick early. You set the pick, then catch the ball, and then Courtney Williams. Then I'm fine with Courtney Williams coming downhill, attacking Alyssa Thomas on her heels, because if Alyssa switches on that. Yeah, Alyssa's backing up Courtney Williams. I'm fine with that. But either way, we know what did happen. So going back and forth on what we think could have happened.
Here's the thing: you got a pretty open shot for your best player.
That wasn't a pretty open shot. That was a
very open shot. But to anyone who wants to debate this, go back and look at the tape. She had.
I don't have to go back and look at this. I watched it.
Well, I watched it too. So who's lying?
Yeah, who's usually lying, Pin? Who's the liar?
You.
Yo, I do want to say, Ox, I do understand where you coming from, Ox. I think I fall the pin on this one. I'm giving the ball to. I like K-Mac. I will, and I actually said this on playback. I'm drawing up a play to try to get K-Mac open, but
it's an easy play from right there. That's just right there. It's the easiest out of bounds you can get.
But you can't be mad at that shot from Fee.
I'm not saying I'm mad at it, Ron. I'm saying I don't like it. I'm saying I'm not mad at it. I'm saying we can get something better than you challenging us in the mid-range.
All right, for sure. And I get the matchup too. But once again, what's better than Fee taking a two dribbles to the left, pull up in the mid range?
What's better than that is Caleb McBride shooting a wide open shot. It doesn't have to be a three, but Caleb McBride shooting a wide open jumper and Nafisa Collier shooting a contested mid range pull up over Alyssa Thomas. That's 100% a better shot. I'm not the type where I want the best player to shoot the shot every time. I want the best shot possible. We got 4 seconds, but I don't want to go back tied up. I want to go out 2-0. I don't want to go to overtime. You see what happened in overtime. They got the momentum. Let's get the hell out of here. K-Mac, take us home.
Check me out though. I think most of us, if not all of us up here, would agree that if you can get K-Mac a wide open shot, open three, I would definitely take that. The thing about it is when you get to drawing up plays and stuff like that, you have to get her open. I think in the process of getting her open with 4 seconds.
Real quick, late in game session, like 4 seconds, Ox, because I know like the actions you were talking about involve like screening and all. Like usually they're just gonna switch at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
it's so much harder when you're catching when the ball's inbounded, when the ball's inbounded, and so this screen is now off ball right there. It's much harder from that angle just to switch that. You know what I'm saying? Like who switches that? Fee got the ball. You know what I'm saying? Fee got the ball up top now. Courtney is cutting, still on the cut. That's the motion that started before the ball came in bounds. So you can't really just switch that because you, as a defender, you're not really sure where do I go. You kind of got to stay home. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the inbounder. I'm guarding the inbounder. That's what's getting screened. Who's always open chill off the inbounds?
The inbounder.
The inbounder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. So I understand what you're saying. You can guard it, but that's a quick hit option. That's some quick hit action when Fee got the ball.
For 4 seconds though.
Yeah, 4 seconds is
4 seconds is a lot of time, bro. That's a lot of time.
But also too though, like with women's basketball, just like a difference with women's basketball, they get a lot of shot clock violations because they be trying to do stuff like that. For them, I'm just trying to simplify the game as much as possible. I don't want all that screening and all of that. I'm just like, I will more so lean Fee, just go get us one.
Right.
Fee, you are like that. Go get us one.
Mind you, I feel you. And this is Cheryl Reeve. You know what I'm saying? Cheryl Reeve decided to do that. Who am I to say your question, Cheryl Reeve? Like, oh, you should have did this. All I'm just saying is, I think they could have got a better look at things. I don't think they even needed to go to overtime. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like Cheryl Reeve, she been doing this. She knows. I'm not even trying to get into that. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it's a better look. Plus, what Ron, to your point, 4 seconds is a lot of time, right? When that ball, you know she's open, like when she catches it, because that is happening so quick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's happening so quick that if Kayla's not open, we know that instantly. Feet roll off and go. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's a little more rushed, but you know, I'm just saying, just other options is what I was looking at.
All right, y'all. I got a couple more super chats. We do have 10 names. I want to at least try to get to 15, y'all. So I'm gonna read these next couple, and then we'll get back to the list. No Longer Gabe said, "I better see Jalen Suggs."
Don't hold your breath if we want to go into 15.
Nah, hold your breath.
Hold it, Gabe. Top 25. I got him top 25 for sure. Great.
We have a 2-part super chat from a guy named Military Man. Military Man said,
Cook up, bro.
Military Man said, y'all treating Paulo like a king. Scotty didn't play over 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. The lineup he got 22 on was G League except Jacoby Walter. Paulo went guarded by Scotty, didn't even crack 46% from the field. Crazy bias.
It is a crazy bias because, in the third quarter, the Raptors were up big, chill. Up big. They were up 6-7 points leading into the fourth quarter, and then they decided to pull their starters.
6-7
pull their starters, and then Paulo played the whole damn fourth quarter and put up 22 points.
Two possession game, by the way. But that's cool. But the conversation wasn't
tried to lose, yo. You don't.
That's cool. The conversation wasn't about who's better between Paulo and Scottie Barnes. It's about Paulo and Franz. So Scottie Barnes could have played 0 seconds the whole game. That's irrelevant. The question was who's better between Paulo and
Did Franz play in that game?
Yeah, Franz played. So all of this stuff about the lineups, all of this stuff about the lineups the Raptors had out there, they were tanking, blah blah blah. None of that is relevant because Franz was on the court benefiting from the same lineups. So that's not right. We can move the goalposts to Paulo's not better than Scottie Barnes.
Blah, blah, blah.
But the conversation was about Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner. The only person who brought up Scottie Barnes' name was you. No one else was having that conversation. So what Scottie Barnes did in the fourth is not relevant when the question was who's better between Paulo and Franz. That was the question.
I brought up the fact that Paulo went 0-3 against the Raptors. You brought up his insane numbers and then said,
I brought up that game. The Jacoby Walter
22 points in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Well, Mars, let's just be a little. Let's just
all in the context of.
Let's just be a little bit honest here for a second. Okay, I don't think it's fair. Yeah, let's be honest. Let's be honest with the people, because let's just be honest. The people not watching the Toronto Raptors. If you're gonna tell people that Paulo cooked the Toronto Raptors for a very efficient 22 points, I need you to tell them that Orlando Robinson, Jamal Shed, a rookie, by the way, rookies and G Leaguers were on the court. And
they played for the Raptors, right?
Yes.
Okay.
They played for the Raptors. The Raptors. I need you to know that when you judge this team and say, well, Scottie Barnes can't be very good because he's a best player on a 30-win team.
Once again, the conversation
we weren't talking about.
But this is why
we were talking about
because I can remember the conversation. It was about Franz and Paulo, and you brought up the lineup data with Paulo without Franz without Paulo, blah blah blah. Then you brought up that's because you went to your reference point because you watch more Raptors than all of us. We all admit that. You went to the reference points of the Magic of the. He does.
No.
You went to the reference point of the Magic being 0-3 against the Raptors, and then you used that to try to paint a picture of Paulo's lackluster impact. That the Raptors only won 30 games and 3 of them were against the Magic. You brought that up, and then I pointed out the one particular game I remembered vividly because, to your point, I don't watch the Raptors as much as you. I only watched that one game of Orlando against Toronto.
Cool.
And I vividly remember Paulo being the best player on the court in that game, a game in which featured Franz Wagner. And
was he the best player in the third quarter when he went 1 for 4 when Scottie was on the court? Was he the best player then?
I said over the game.
Well, yeah, again, Mars,
and
I think it's important.
I
think it's important to realize that the Raptors were not healthy and they were trying to lose a game in which they won. They pulled their starters and Paulo went off in the fourth quarter, and the Magic still couldn't win. They couldn't overcome a 6-point deficit against G Leaguers, bro.
Did they win because of Paulo? Did the Raptors win because of Paulo? Did the Raptors win because of Paulo Banchero?
No. But he also didn't lift them beyond the tide. Look, if you're gonna
the player that you are arguing was better on his team was also playing during that game and also lost that game. We weren't talking about Scottie Barnes. We were talking about Paulo versus Franz. And the fact is, when we were having that conversation, you were the one that injected Toronto in the conversation because you said, I don't know.
Scottie Barnes had nothing to do with this.
Paulo went 0-3.
When Scottie was on Paulo, he had him in jail, yo.
What
he had him in jail, yo.
See,
real talk. Once in a while, you actually should scream less, watch more. You should scream less and watch more games.
No, you should shut the fuck up more. That's what should happen. You should stop talking more so we can move on because you don't be making no sense. Shut up.
You don't be making no sense means I'm making some sense.
On that note, we are going to attempt to get Scottie Barnes on this list. Let's go, y'all. We got 5 names. Fellas, we are going to do this quick. It's not going to be no talking between. It's just going to be voting, and we're going to get these next 5 out the way. So at number 11, who are you guys rocking with? We still got names, obviously, Scottie Barnes, Darius Garland, Amin Thompson, Tyrese Maxey, LaMelo Ball. Hey, Penn, this wouldn't be a good time to do that.
I'm changing my vote.
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay. Scott Wayne Barnes. Okay. I think y'all sleeping on him because the name's Scotty. So I'm gonna give him his full name, Scott Wayne Barnes Jr. Go ahead.
All right, Scott Jr. Morris.
Oh, why'd you come to me now? Come back to me.
Real talk.
Thank you.
Remember Darius Garland, Amin Thompson, Tyrese Maxey, LaMelo, Scotty.
Yeah.
Oh, Darius didn't make the list?
No, because Shangu made it.
The chat has spoken.
I really don't think. I want to say LaMelo so bad, but I'm not. Darius Garland. I'll go Darius Garland.
Interesting.
Chill.
Garland.
Ox.
I want to go with Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, I'm gonna go Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah. Tyrese has 2. Darius Garland has 2. Mars. Where are you going?
Scotty Barnes.
Mars is a disgusting individual.
You know what? Let me tell you this. The analytics say the more you watch the Raptors, the higher you are on Scotty Barnes, because the only 2 people up here who've actually watched 3 full games are pretty high on him.
How do you know what people are watching?
Because I listen to you talk.
I'm very high on Scotty Barnes. I think Penn's talking to me because I'm so high.
You high on him from Florida State, Ox. I don't think you watching Raptor games either. And no disrespect to you, they're not on national television. They had 1 national television game last year, and it got pulled because they were that bad. They had 0 national television games. So you telling me you going out of your way to find Raptors games? You're really doing
I watch
that?
Scotty Barnes, actually.
Come on, man.
I actually enjoy Scotty Barnes.
You don't.
I just don't think he's as good as you think he is.
What was his big development last year, real talk?
What did he
do super well last year?
Okay, no. Facts.
Talk about this.
So, I will. Are you gonna be quiet so I can answer the question?
Absolutely.
So, actually, he was very impressive as a ball handler and a passer and decision maker last year. I think he had a little mid-post game. You know what I'm saying? I think he had that little turnaround and stuff like that. Very impressive defender. Could guard basically 1 through 4. That's how they, sometimes to 5 actually. So yeah, I think he is a really good player. I think he has some really good qualities. I just don't think that he's as good as you think he is. That's fine. It's whatever. But I've definitely watched the Raptors play. I definitely watched more than 3 Raptors games.
What do you think about his 3-point shooting last year?
Yo, to everybody in the chat, right quick, real talk to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna give you guys about another minute. Scotty Barnes is getting blown out of this poll, but Darius Garland and Tyrese Maxey, are tied right now.
Hey, I just want to let the Scotty Barnes disrespect is because people don't like Penn. To be fair, I do think that's part.
But Mars, I think the people need to know something though, because first of all, shout out to NBA and League Pass. Second of all, shout out to Playback, because we watch so much basketball. We have access to so much basketball due to NBA League Pass and Playback and all that. So I just want to shout out to them and let you know that if you want to watch Raptors games, you too can get an NBA League Pass. You too can tap into Playback. I mean, that's what I do. I watch a shit ton of basketball. Shout out to the Raptors, the team that I do enjoy watching.
And this year, we'll actually be voting on Playback games, so you guys that have a say-so in what games we watch. Well, if you are an all-star, at least you'll have votes in that. So maybe up your membership tier. But anyways, it looks like Darius Garland is going to be 11th on our list. Let's get back.
Also, real quick, I want to apologize for telling you to shut the F up. I should have said shut the hell up. That would have been better. But go ahead.
This is a family show, Rich.
I don't care. You do what you got to do, man.
Personally, I probably would have. It don't matter. Next up,
both are disrespectful. Like, I don't care. Like, do whatever you got to do, man. Talk your shit.
All right. Darius Garland just came off the list at 12. Who do you guys got? We still got Scotty Barnes, Amin Thompson, Tyrese Maxey, LaMelo. Any other names that I may be missing? You guys can follow.
That's probably the right names in this range.
Ben, you still got Scotty?
I got Scott Wayne.
Scott Wayne. My bad. Scott Wayne. All right.
Scott Wayne.
Mars, do you still have Scott Wayne?
It depends on who you guys have.
Okay. I have Tyrese Maxey.
Garland still hasn't made the list.
Garland just made it.
Oh, okay.
Chat, throw out some names too if you guys have them. So I got a Tyler Hero
I'll give you some names actually. Danny Avdia, Andrew
Tyler Hero is 25.
Star Thompson, Jared Lively, Walker Kessler, Jalen Duren, Kaysen Wallace, Christian Brown, Jalen Johnson. Whoa, Jalen Johnson, Chamani Kamara, RJ Barrett, Quentin Grimes, Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, Santi Aldama, Kobe White, Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecombe, Cooper Flagg, Donovan Clingan, Jaden Ivey, Shaden Sharp, Benedict Mathurin, Brandon Miller, Carter Bryant.
All right,
Jaylen
real talk. Who you rocking
Brown's
with?
Got a top.
I'll go Maxey.
Chill.
Maxey.
Do you think Maxey's better than LaMelo?
Damn. Just when I decided to switch over and vote for
Real
Scotty
talk. I was
Barnes.
talking to real talk.
Oh.
Okay. So is that
I
three
just
for
know
Maxey?
the votes aren't there, so
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Okay. Well, I'll choose Scotty Barnes then.
Oh, that means it's tied.
You don't have
Tyler
Scotty
Hero
Barnes.
is 25.
I
Not
just
bad.
decided to
Yeah.
switch over.
You don't have
Who
Scotty
I was
Barnes.
thinking about. He's next, actually. Tyler Hero. That's what I was thinking about. Because I knew I was forgetting somebody. I was
Yeah,
like,
Tyler Hero's.
like
I'm really.
Yeah.
I really want
Tyler
to put Tyler
Hero's
Hero
next.
here over Tyrese
All right,
Maxey.
for the sake of time, I'm gonna give it to Tyrese Maxey. But at 13, can we agree that it's Scotty Barnes?
No,
I really do
Tyler
have Scotty
Hero.
Barnes.
They have Tyler Hero. They have
Well,
Tyler
the
Hero.
top row
Hero.
all have Scotty
Tyler
Barnes.
Hero.
Well, I got Tyler. I got Scotty Barnes. And Mars got Scotty
Real
Barnes.
talk. You got Tyler Hero?
Are you going to tie it up, basically? Do you
This
want
is
to
gonna
make
be-
it a
this is
poll
gonna be
between
petty.
Tyler Hero and Scotty Barnes?
You want LaMelo, right?
Scotty Barnes is really the next name for y'all?
Nah, Tyler Hero. Say Tyler Hero.
I got Tyler Hero.
Let it go to a poll.
Wait,
Tyler
we
Hero
haven't
is-
said him in yet?
We haven't said him, man.
We have
No,
it.
not yet.
I got Tyler Hero over Tyler.
Is Scotty better than him in?
Yes.
No.
Like really?
Yeah, he is. If you had to
I
watch
think
Amen-
Mars actually thinks
Yo,
Scotty
Ron,
is
if
better
you had to
than
watch
him.
Amen chair an offense as the leading scorer or a leading shot taker, decision maker of an offense, you would see the holes. Okay.
Yeah,
It's much
but if
easier
I had to
work
watch
with-
Scotty be the fast break demon and downhill threat that Amen is, he wouldn't be able to do it.
well,
so I can-
Amen is, but the
Amen
difference
has
here
a
is
strength
Amen
that
is
Scotty
moving
Barnes doesn't
towards
have.
his
Scotty Barnes
strengths.
also has strength
They
that-
also,
Yeah.
I mean, Scotty didn't go to
Different
his
thing.
strengths last year. Scotty's strengths are the same thing as like Fee's strengths. He's an
Who's the better
off-ball player.
3-point? Who's the better corner shooter?
Fee way better than Scotty, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Who's yo? Are you kidding me? Who's a better 3-point shooter?
We don't got time. We don't got time.
Hey,
We don't got time. We don't got time.
Scotty's a
Right,
way
right,
better
right.
3-point shooter, dude.
Pin, I'm sorry. We don't
he
got
agrees
time.
with the Fee thing, chill. He agrees with Fee being
The
better.
percentages would say they're quite equal as 3-point shooters, I think.
Oh, come
Real
on,
talk. Who do you got?
Don't tell me Amen Thompson's was higher.
Are you?
27.1 to I think
Tyler Hero
27.5.
then.
You got Tyler Hero?
Amen shot
All
better
right,
from 3
let's
than
get to
Scotty
the
Barnes
polls.
did last season. Just
Oh my
No,
god.
he didn't, Morris.
27.5% for Amen. 27.1% for Scotty
Now talk
Barnes.
about volume and
No,
talk about deficiency.
no,
Talk about
No,
self-creation.
'cause I vividly
Talk
remember
about shit.
Mr.
Hold
Angel
on.
Reese is 33%
No,
from
stop
3.
it. Stop it.
On
Stop it.
3 shots.
No,
I
Mark,
did
you're
say
nasty
that.
as hell.
Remember, so
When
you don't care about volume.
was
No.
shooting from corner.
Amen Thompson shot
Stop
better
it, bro.
from
He
3
shot
than Scotty Barnes.
39%. No,
I've
you're
seen enough.
bullshit, man. Okay.
Amen Thompson shot
Okay,
better
you
from
got
3
it,
than
bro.
Scotty
You
Barnes.
got it.
That's
You
what the
got it.
numbers
You
say.
got it.
No
You got
way.
it. You got
Morris,
it.
you're
You got
lying.
it.
I gotta look it up
Nah,
myself. I don't believe it.
Y'all
27.1 to
lying
27.5.
bullshitters, man.
I don't believe it.
That's all good.
You're wrong
I'm
for
looking
the
it up
numbers.
myself.
Ah,
One,
yeah, I'm
one
looking
guy
it
is
up myself.
tween dribbling and shooting from a logo. The other one is catch and shoot from
Tween
the corner.
logo.
Yes, Scotty Barnes logo.
When LaMelo
Now
does
Scotty
it,
Barnes
you
a
hate.
logo.
When LaMelo
Do you know the
tweets from the
average
logo,
distance
you
of
hate.
forward
all
since
of
last
them.
year? Yo,
Mars, he's been criticizing tween for the last
Now we
hour
want
and
to
a half.
validate.
And now because Scotty tween is fine.
When Scotty Barnes
Yes.
tweets,
Last
it's
year,
development
his
on a
coach
bad team.
decided
When
we're not
LaMelo
winning
tweets,
games, so you're
it's
gonna
a
do
bad
some
brand
shit
of
that you're not comfortable with, bro. He wasn't that dude. Look,
Yes,
you
you're
gotta
not
explore
listening.
your
You're not
game.
going
Okay,
crazy.
I'll be-
Yes,
No,
Yes,
no,
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
listening. I looked
Yes.
at the stats. He definitely
Yes,
shot better from 3 than Scotty Barnes.
Yes, Ox,
Yo,
you're not
what
going
the
crazy.
Yo, all right, y'all. Look, this list is back up. Tyler Hero.
That's insane.
Tyler Hero won the poll, so we are back to the drawing board. This is what we're looking at right now, fellas.
I have Scotty Barnes until he makes it.
Maxey.
I do too. So Scotty Barnes automatically has 3.
So yeah, you guys got to team up to keep Scotty Barnes off this list.
Where
I got Scotty Barnes.
All right. Whew. I thought he was in jeopardy.
Wait. Hold on, though. I might got him in.
Yeah, guys, go ahead.
Conversation.
You know,
Real
I
talk
can
hasn't
be
been-
swayed.
Real
I
talk
can.
hasn't been. So chill.
I got him in.
Chill. I know
him
you
in.
think Amen gonna be the defensive player of the year. So just hey.
I do think he's going to be the defensive player of the year next year. But Penn, I mean,
And he's going to be on a better team.
We're
with
not
a bigger
doing this
role.
anymore.
But you think he's the better defender today?
there
You
are
think
not-
Amen's a better defender now?
I think Ben's amazing.
I do think he's amazing.
See,
There are
I had him at. Let me see where I have him at 11. I had him at 11.
I
had Scotty at 3. So
I can't be part of these shenanigans anymore. I'm gonna go.
You really had Scotty at 3 though, like for real?
Yeah,
honestly, I had him at 2, but then I moved Anthony Edwards up when he started talking about his.
I had a Wemby Mars.
But you genuinely had Scotty Barnes.
Yes,
yep. That's how high I am.
He had him at Wemby.
I will say there is something to be said when someone is like crazy high or crazy low on a player in comparison to me. They do make me question if there's something I'm missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm like higher on a player and someone else who I'm talking to who I respect is like way lower on them than me, I will go and just think, am I missing something with that player?
You're
so high on Scotty Barnes compared to me that he makes me think if I'm missing something.
But you did say it's if you respect the person.
Delusion, crack, or cocaine. And alcohol,
or
now,
both.
If you mix those,
you forgot about the fetal alcohol poisoning that I apparently had. You forgot about me bumping my head 16 times. You forgot about the 162 stitches I have across many injuries. You forgot about the brain tumor. I mean, shit, there might actually be something wrong with me. Ox told me I need to talk to someone yesterday, so maybe that's it. But you know what? When Scotty Barnes does ascend to that level, and believe me, it's gonna happen. I need you. I need every hater in the chat. I need y'all to jump. I need y'all to jump in the walk because y'all cooked yourselves.
I promise you, I'll come up here and I'll call you a genius. I promise.
Promise?
I'm going.
If he's in All NBA contention this year and the Raptors are a really good team, you gonna call me a genius?
All NBA, no. He has to be better than Ant. That's what I'm saying.
Fellas, we got 2 more names to get to.
I'm still not entirely convinced Scotty Barnes better than Brandon Ingram. So.
We got 2 more names to get to. Pin, I know you got Scotty Barnes. This is the list right now. Real talk, Mars, Chill, Ox, who you got?
Ox had Scotty, so we got 4. We're done.
Said maybe a
Scotty Barnes.
Oh, my bad.
Whatever, it's fine.
All right, Scotty. Last on this list, who are we rocking with? It's looking like it's between a LaMelo and a min.
I got a man.
Can I interest you guys?
LaMelo's not going to be a top 15.
In Dyson?
You're not going to interest me.
I got Dyson at 18.
I can promise you, you're not going to interest.
You're
not interested in me and Dyson Daniels before Jalen Johnson.
I got Cooper Flag over Dyson Daniels.
I was wondering if
Cooper Flag over Dyson Daniels.
Well, Cooper Flag has to be a projection.
It's 100%.
I've watched him play in Duke last year. I watched him be the best player in college basketball. So I'm
basing on what I think. Do you think that Dyson Daniels was playing in college last year? Like he wouldn't have been able to do what Cooper Flag was doing? Are you kidding me right now?
Hell no.
Dyson will go
hell freaking no. Yeah, he'd be a great defender. It's not talking about magically turn into a great shooter.
Penn, what are you doing?
Are you
not necessarily?
Are you telling me that if Dyson Daniels was in collegiate basketball last year,
he'd be the best player in the country? He'd be the best player in the country.
If he played for a powerhouse like Duke,
he was on Florida. If he was on that Florida,
you just discovered this dude. I've been watching him for 4 years, bro. I know Dyson
But we agree there's college players better than NBA players, right?
Holy shit!
Yeah, bro. But Dyson better than Dyson.
They can.
Yeah, but like for reference, and I'm not saying Cooper Flag is as good as this
youngest player in collegiate basketball.
I'm not saying, but like if someone said going into their rookie season, he hadn't played a dribble in the NBA. If someone said Zion is better than Dyson Daniels, that wouldn't get crazy pushback, right? Because we saw what Zion did at Duke.
Yeah.
But would you guys be like, well, Dyson did it in the league last year?
True.
So like,
it would be a combination of both, but it wouldn't be crazy to say.
Cooper Flag is having a historic college season, which statistically he did. Like whether you like it or not, the advanced stats paint him as a dominant college season. The eye test, in my opinion, paints him as an
better Vegas odds to win MVP this year.
I didn't know Cooper Flag had odds.
He does. He does, believe it or not. He does have MVP odds. And I'll guarantee you, if those odds exist somewhere, Cooper is going to have a better season than Dyson Daniels. He's a better player.
Better odds to win? Who has better odds to win Defensive Player of the Year? Cooper Flag or Dyson?
Dyson Daniels has better odds to win Defensive Player of the Year, but MVP holistically captures offense and defense. Where offensively, Cooper is a
defense. Because if it did, then Steve Nash wouldn't have won the league MVP. Stop, man, with the goofy shit.
But it absolutely does.
Just because, of course, it does. Just because your guy didn't win. I mean, Jokic didn't win, and apparently, hey, Jokic didn't win. That's a really good example. 2023, Joel Embiid wins. He wins despite being less efficient, 10% effective field goal percentage less efficient, a 3.8%, 3.8 box plus minus differential. Jokic had a 53-win team in the West versus a 54 team in the East. So I'm gonna give the edge to Jokic there. And everyone said, but Embiid scored more and he's a better defender, so he won the MVP. And apparently, if you vote for Jokic, you're racist. Apparently. So I mean, I'm sorry, defense does count. Just because Steve Nash won it does not mean the defense does not count.
Well, maybe Steve Nash was just a good defender and you guys were asleep.
Actually, believe it or not, Mars, this is kind of an interesting stat. And I just uncovered it yesterday at 2:00 in the morning. Do you know that all the controversy between Karl Malone winning it over Michael Jordan, all the controversy in 2006 of Steve Nash winning over Kobe Bryant, do you know the differential? And I understand this is not a stat that a lot of people necessarily value, but in the difference in box plus minus between Michael Jordan and Karl Malone was 0.6. So it was close. It was a close season. Jordan was better, but it was close. The difference between Steve Nash and Kobe Bryant was like 2.6. So it was like 7 versus 5, 7.6 versus 5. The difference between Jokic and Embiid was bigger than both combined. Don't tell me defense doesn't matter with MVP, bro.
This whole thing started with me just asking a simple question if I could entertain Dyson Daniels. And y'all ain't interested. Okay.
I genuinely don't be knowing what the hell you be talking about sometimes. I don't know. I don't like. But I hear you though. I hear you. I hear
That's
you.
all.
I feel like a man is valid here, but I feel like LaMelo is valid. Those are my two options. I'm not really thinking.
Why not Denny, yo? Why not Denny?
He hasn't.
You know what?
He grew as an.
Denny's not bad. Denny can get in here. Yeah,
he's first of all, I think he's got a harder role. Primarily because he's
not harder than LaMelo.
No, or
he's not going to have a harder role
than
a man either.
And he's a good defender.
Well, and men in terms of being like the POA and then still having to do everything he does.
He's not
like this upcoming season.
Limited. Here's the thing. He's a
this upcoming season, but we're not projecting, right?
Okay, but we just saw him.
I
just saw him play for Israel, and he was bombing. I think. See, he's not as big.
That's a terrible choice of words.
You mean balling?
That's a terrible choice of words.
Stay focused, Pin. You mean balling? That's what you mean. You meant balling.
I meant balling.
I got you.
I have no political. I have no political dog in this race. I apologize to anybody.
As you were saying, Pin, you meant balling. Okay.
So yes, I meant balling. So I think he's a much better defender. He's a much better defender than LaMelo, and I think he's a much better offensive player, much more complete offensive player, especially if we're factoring in that none of these guys are championship number ones, right? So I'm looking at you more like a complementary player. How well do you help other people? And I think Denny Avdija he's like the tide that lifts at all the boats, right? He's the perfect, in my opinion, he's like the perfect third option on a really great team. I think Jokic would be great if he had a third option as good as Denny Avdija, right? So if none of them are going to be first options, I'll take the more complete player who can be a championship number 3. So maybe he's not going to blow. And you know what? 37% from 3 over the last 2 years. He's really come a long way as a shooter. Really come a long way as a shooter on higher volume. So I really like the idea of Denny Avdija here.
I'm going to take him in Thompson.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah,
that's a compelling argument, though, Penn. That's a very compelling argument. But I'm going to take him in Thompson because I feel like the point of attack defender, one of the main reasons why they were as good as they were last year was because of their defense. He was the catalyst to that. And what they were as a transition team, he was a catalyst to that too. So I'm going to take him in Thompson. And considering what he had done, not just last season, the fact that he's gotten better over the course of the last 2 years, I'm going to go with him in Thompson.
I just didn't like Denny's defense as much last year. That's I guess why.
Yo, we forgot about Trey Murphy. I didn't realize Trey Murphy was still 25. My bad.
I didn't forget.
I did not forget about Trey Murphy.
Chill got him in. Mars, Real Talk, Ox, Pin.
It sucks that we're going to have a list where either Amin or LaMelo isn't top 15 when I think both of them are right now.
Who should they be over? Just out of curiosity.
I got a man. What am I talking about?
I mean, y'all voted for Scotty Barnes, so I mean,
you genuinely think right now Amin is better than Scotty Barnes?
I ran a poll too
because I really don't care about like all the non-efficient scoring things that Scotty Barnes does that Amin can't, because I view both of them as not number one, probably shouldn't be your number 2 scoring option either. So if I'm thinking of them through a role player lens, like starring in a role, to me, I would want Amen over Scotty.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Real talk. When Scotty was playing with Pascal, when he was playing with that initial group. That first season, the first 39 or so games, he shot 39%. When OG was still there, when Pascal was still there, when Dennis Schroeder was running point, before the trade for Pascal and OG, when we dumped the boats and handed the offense over, and he was the leading scorer, and he was shooting 39% from three, and he was very efficient, and he had like a 6.6 box plus minus, which was top 10 in the league. You've seen him as a complimentary player who just catches and shoots.
He was really good. Yeah.
Yes. But if you hand both players the ball in the middle of the floor and say, go create for everybody and take pull-up threes from 26 feet, I'm sorry, one of those players, they're both going to be bad.
But Penn, what I'm saying is I don't think Scotty does that to a great level anyway.
I agree with you.
In my ideal situation, I'm not asking either one of them to do that. That's what I'm saying. So it's like.
Correct. But one of them has done the thing that you're saying the other one can't do. Like we've seen both in a complimentary role, and one of them completely became an all-star as a complimentary player, and the other one didn't. So unless you're projecting Amen Thompson to become a 39% shooter on 7 attempts per game, I don't think you're going to be anywhere close.
He just doubled his 3-point percentage. So.
No.
That is true. That is true. 54% this year.
And it's above other players that are.
Yeah, and it's higher than Square Bones right now. So
Penn, I do want to ask you though.
I need to show 49% for 10.
Wait. I do. Wait. I know how to come to a resolution. Penn, whose VORP is higher?
I'm gonna guess it's Amen. Amen was a.
I really don't know, man.
There's no way Amen's VORP is high. I'll check, but there's no way.
It's probably higher. Amen had a higher box.
He got my vote. He got my vote.
Oh wait, Straight Bones only played 65 games, so maybe
it doesn't matter. Amen had an analytically great season because he was optimized in a role. What I'm going to say is, with young players, if you put them in a role to succeed, i.e., Cam Thomas.
Oh yeah, his VORP.
Cam Thomas is a great shooter.
Whose box plus minus is higher?
Amen's higher.
I want to take my vote back. I want to actually move Amen above Scotty, who's all in favor.
You can't do that. Come on, man.
Amen's VORP was higher than Wemby's. We're going to ignore games played just for the agenda.
You already know it, bro.
Well, out of LaMelo, but seriously, out of LaMelo and Amen, I'm gonna go. I'm going LaMelo. I can't not have LaMelo on the list. I'm sorry.
All right, so as of right now, it's 2-2. Chill and Penn both went with Amen. Me and Real Talk are going with LaMelo. I just can't overlook the fact that one's a clear number one option and one is on a very good team and he's third, potentially fourth option. That's my only thing with the men. Otherwise, he would be higher. Ox, Mars, how y'all rocking?
I'm going with Denny.
Okay. Shout out Denny.
I'll go with Denny.
I changed my vote to Denny. There we go.
Yo.
I'll go with him.
Sorry.
I'll go with
he's going with the men.
We having this 3-way tie in one way or
another. He's going with the men now.
Yeah, we having this 3-way tie one way or
another.
All right,
chat,
bro.
Chat, let's get into it. Even though I'm running a poll right now and Amen is beating LaMelo, let's add Denny to the poll and let's see.
I don't want you to run a poll. Josh Giddey
like.
versus Denny Avdia. I want to see who votes for this.
I thought we was getting that on time today, but we not.
Me too. Chill. Damn.
I mean, we might.
Yeah, we might. I don't.
We
What's
run
on
this
time?
poll.
We run
we run the time machine. Oh no, we go 1
Let me
minute.
build a time machine for you. You let Scotty Barnes be top 4 on this. We cut 40 minutes of me fighting y'all off the time. That's 40 minutes of disrespect,
bro. You are unhinged.
All right, y'all. Before we get into the super chat, you know what? You guys want to know somewhere that you can all go and be unhinged in the best way possible? It's on Splashsports. You could go in here and have a ball. I'm talking about absolutely go crazy. Speaking of LaMelo Ball, you can go in here and be LaMelo Ball and just shoot whatever you want. Take whatever shot you want. Yes, this is the place to do it right here. You get to make your picks in the sports that you like with the players that you like. And on top of that, they have all type of fun contests like our Survivor contest, which is closed right now, but we'll open up another one here soon. Like the weekly pick'em, where you choose every single game that happens that week or that day, and the person that wins the most takes home the cash pot. Or you could just do the quick picks where you pick more or less on the players that you like for that day and their player projections. Regardless of which game or contest you play, here at Splash Sports, they have just about everything for you to enjoy and multiple ways for you to make money. So here's how you can get involved. Obviously, you download the app first. Then you click the link in the description that's here, or you scan this QR code. That will allow you to download the app, actually. After you do that, you join the Player's Choice Room, and then you play all of our contests with us. And on Splash Sports, you compete against guys like everybody on the panel or on the press box, not against the house. So once again, compete against other fans and people that don't know ball like you do. Don't compete against the house. Don't be an amateur. We'll catch you on the winner's circle. See you there. All right, this poll's getting ran, and it looks like Amin Thompson is running the poll. He has 53% of the votes. LaMelo has 39. Denny has 8, but I'm going to let this poll run for, well, till we're done with the show.
8.
So we got Super Chats. Wooly Bobcat said, if it isn't Ozempic that Zion's been skiing in Vegas for the past 5 months.
Skiing is
just so
crazy.
you guys know. So be clear, just so you guys know, Ozempic.
They got mountains in Vegas.
You know,
he talking about the Rocky Mountains because it is right there on. Oh no, Lake Tahoe, Ox. Lake Tahoe.
I ain't talking about that.
Yeah, go ahead, Chill. Go ahead, Chill.
Just so you guys know.
Yeah, I have no idea, man.
Bro,
just so you guys
in Vegas, y'all don't know.
Go ahead, Chill.
Just so you guys know.
So you need a tissue?
Yeah.
So what I know for a fact is that Ozempic, some of the side effects to Ozempic are thyroid cancer. I am not touching that shit. Yes.
Damn.
Some of the side effects to that are thyroid cancer. Like
some of the side effects of living is dying. So
yeah, well, that's not a side. That's not a actually that's not a side effect. That's a result. Those two things ain't the same. Because a side effect is something you might catch. Like this might happen. Like a result of living is dying. So those two things ain't the same thing.
But like
thyroid cancer.
You know what's another result of Ozempic? You see that picture of Zion?
Oh,
I don't think.
What?
You lose your BBL.
I don't think he's touching.
What?
That's true.
Anyway, as you were saying, Ron.
The next one I got is from Void Century. Void said, UMFs is so disrespectful. I had to go rewatch LaMelo highlights to make sure I wasn't tweaking. Yeah. LaMelo is definitely him on offense. Pen is geeked out.
Stop watching highlights, bro. It's bad for your brain.
Well, no, watch highlights if you want to be entertained, but don't make opinions of players based on highlights.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Chill. I watched this dude's highlights yesterday. He shot 100%. Couldn't believe it. Never missed a single shot. Didn't miss a single shot. Hit like 38 straight shots. That dude is a baller, bro. I have watched. Okay, listen. The reason I don't trust highlights is because I used to make highlights for collegiate basketball players. High schoolers used to hit me up and be like, "Oh, I need to make a mixtape for college. Can you make me look like a really good player?" And I'll be sifting through 3.5 hours to find 30 seconds to make this dude look like a competent basketball player, bro. And trust me, by the end of it, he did look like a competent basketball player. Highlights don't tell the truth. They don't tell the truth.
For what it's worth, the same EPM that you referenced earlier for defensive EPM. LaMelo ranks very high offensively.
Very, I understand that.
He ranked really.
LaMelo actually ranked 10th.
He's one of the better offensive players ranked. In the league.
So if we're gonna value for reference.
Give us the 10.
For reference, the top 10 in offensive EPM, purely offense this year, was Jokic at 1, Shea, Steph, Giannis, Hallie, Luka, Garland, Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, and LaMelo. That was the top 10. If you want to go a bit further than that, then you get to Dame, Tyler Hero, Jason Tatum.
Where's Trey?
He's at 18, below Cat, Anthony Edwards. For what it's worth, Cam Thomas is top 15. Another guy who I think is actually a really good offensive player, just in a bad team. But LaMelo, by these metrics that shouldn't like a guy on a bad team who plays the way LaMelo does. They like him offensively. Defensively, he stinks. But offensively, he's I don't think he's a top 10 offensive player. But offensively, I do think he's very good. Do I think he's top 25? Probably not. But I think that's around that range.
The same stat which I referenced, where I gave you a full rundown, and people had very few arguments. They could say, obviously, Evan Mobley's missing. The same analytic has Cameron Johnson as a better player than Kevin Durant and Zion Williamson. The same analytic has Ty Jerome as a better player than James Harden. The same analytic has Kawhi Leonard as a slightly worse player than Emmanuel Quickly. Okay, so let's just not like there's a lot of holes with EPM.
But when you do it,
see, this is
when I
like
did
you
it, I read out the entire.
The only reason I referenced it is because you referenced it to validate it.
Yo, EPM ain't the same on both ends. The defensive EPM and offensive EPM have different formulas. First of all, and the reason
real talk, I'm doing it to benefit me.
You're the same guy who said it's harder to quantify defense than
to benefit me. Real
and
talk,
I agree.
I'm using it.
But now you're validating an all-in-one defensive metric over an all-in-one offensive metric.
Different sides of the argument, and the reason I asked you before we even started, how do you feel about defensive metrics, defensive analytics, is because, quite frankly, I am quite dubious of defensive analytics. There's a lot of defensive analytics that are very noisy. I happen to have watched Scotty last year, and I do think he's on those.
Just because it
Pardon?
agreed with. Is defensive EPM not one of those noisy analytics, or just because it kind of agreed with what you thought, you kind of gave it more validation?
It's not just because it agreed with what I thought. There's a lot of defensive analytics and on-off data, lineup data that suggests that the Raptors were just a much better team with Scotty on the court.
Does that apply to LaMelo offensively for Charlotte?
I think yes, because of how offensive box creation in general is validated. There is an assumption that you having the ball in a lot of possessions typically means you're good with it, which is why someone like, I don't think Cam Thomas is nearly as good. 97th percentile offensive player, Cam Thomas. Come on, man. For real? That's what we really believe.
The Hornets had a 102 offensive rating.
And this is where the context. Here's the thing, Mars. There's certain players that become more efficient the better their team becomes. There's certain.
Did you hear what Mars just said?
Yikes!
I apologize. I was.
Mars. Hold on, no, Ron.
Fellas,
we're getting somewhere really.
He's at a one.
Mars, repeat what you
Please
said.
let Ron do
I
his
think
thing,
Penn will value this. Repeat what you just said.
The Hornets had a 102 offensive rating with LaMelo off the court this year. For reference, that's 4 points below the Wizards, who are ranked 30th in the NBA. 4 points below they had a 113 with LaMelo on the court, which is still not good by any stretch of the imagination. But that gets you from 4 points away from 30th all the way into the top 20. Like, that's offensive impact, no?
I agree with you. And
that's
again,
it. Stop right there. Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
All right.
Go ahead, Ron.
And I would have liked to hear what you had to say. I just want to
chill, because I know you're gonna bounce, and I don't want to spend too long on this. I'd rather us talk about this tomorrow. But there is a developing story, and I sent this to the group last night, that Jason Tatum may in fact play this next season. So I want to put that on you guys.
It's a way to get fans excited here.
Not only that, Mars, this is really short and really simple. It's the difference between what I want to do and what the organization is going to do. Those two things are not the same.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Hey, better not playing.
You know.
But y'all see Kyrie already on the court too?
Yeah, but that's a torn ACL. Like, he could have shot the next day. No, just like with a torn ACL, you can go out and shoot the next day. An ACL is not going to stop you from being able to shoot.
On your knee the next
day?
day?
You can go out. You can go out. You can run. You can jump. It's changing directions you can't do on a torn ACL. But you can run and jump on a torn ACL.
Because he got the surgery back in February. Was it February? March?
I want to say
barely bend your knee.
I'd assume you got it right.
Bro,
no, if you have a torn ACL, you can run in a straight.
It just depends. It just depends.
For the most part,
you can't bend your knee 30 degrees.
You can run. I promise you, if you have a torn ACL, you can run in a straight line.
Yes, Jamal Anderson.
I can assure you, can run in a straight line.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but chill. Then there's some people that get their ACL surgeries and they're down for they're not walking for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the severity. I don't know what type of surgery they did, how they replaced it. You know, did they take it out his thigh, or you never know. So I can't say for sure on that one. But I will say by September I do expect him to be up, and maybe not taking like running into jump shots, but I'd expect him to be up and working out to some extent by now. You know what I'm saying? Doing PT for sure. It's September already, and it's been 6
months.
So April, May. Yeah, that's 6
months. Already been 6 months.
He's for sure. He's for sure.
I didn't even think it's been that long already. Yeah,
he's for sure.
He's like, I was low key thinking like, if Kyrie comes back next year, but he's like certainly playing next year.
Yeah. For sure should be playing this year.
All right, I wasn't talking post ACL surgery, by the way. I was talking just pre-surgery. If you have a torn ACL, you can run. Post surgery.
Mars back in my day. Post
that's why I was saying.
That's what I thought you was talking about. Yeah,
that's why I said
sure,
the next day you can shoot and like. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sorry, if I wasn't clear. My fault. I wasn't clear.
I thought you meant the next day after surgery.
Sorry, my fault. I wasn't clear on that one.
No, I ain't doing
nothing. I'm saying if you pull your ACL and you haven't got surgery, the next day you can run and shoot. You can do that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Military Man said, "You guys base players off aesthetic. Talk about Scotty holding KD to his lowest efficiency. Oh, and Curry having one of the lowest scoring games. If we do checklists, what does Paulo got except scoring over Scotty?
Shut down Jokic, shut down Curry, shut down Paulo, shut down Giannis in the same 2-year span in a one-on-one matchup. His teammates
shut
were
down
off
Jokic.
Yes, in the fourth quarter, he shut him down.
Yeah. Like,
so did Alex Caruso shut down Jokic?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ron.
But I think Scotty Barnes is an amazing defender. I think Scotty Barnes is an amazing defender.
I be with Penn a lot of times, yo. I be with Penn. Penn is my dude. But when it comes to Scotty Barnes, Penn is the guy that's telling me about the chick that's good looking, and now I see this big ass pimple on her forehead. Even though she fly, but I see this big ass pimple on her forehead. And keep trying to sell me how fly she is. Let me see it. Let me see it.
I ain't know Scotty was a pimple head. All right. Love Fadina said words from the Don, Shams Corleone. How do you say his name? Sharania?
Yeah, Sharania.
Dom Shans Corleone Sharania is my future GOAT and finna make a post-up / midi leap like he made in the 3-point leap. Jordan Comp's coming back.
I'm not gonna lie. I hear any stories about what Ant's working on. Knowing how successful whatever he's been working on has been the past few years, it's scary out.
It's scary. Yeah,
it's scary out.
Do y'all know how many montages we're about to see of Jordan?
The side by side. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Yeah, it might.
He's not the best guard in the league because Luka exists and Shea exists. But it's scary hours. It's scary hours. It's scary hours for the NBA. I'm excited.
Do y'all think he? I mean, he gonna be shooting them? Is he gonna be making them though?
Well, he's been shooting them already. He just doesn't make them right now. But if he's like,
is there anything about him that makes you think he can't do this?
No,
not at all.
Here's the only thing that I would pause. Players in the mid post, players in the mid range area, they have to court map very well because the defense comes from all sides. When you out to the 3-point line, you got a lot more space to navigate, a lot less hands. Yesterday, we watched Nafisa Collier get picked quite a couple times around the nail. A lot of active defenders, a lot of gap help in those situations. If he doesn't process the court well, it won't matter because I think Jordan, one of his most underrated parts, apart from the proprioception and the shot making and the athleticism and the length and the craft and the athleticism, 100%. He was an amazing processor. He knew exactly where the help was coming from. He knew all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. I am. I just wonder if the court processing is going to be good enough to operate out of the mid post without getting a lot of turnovers and a lot of missed shots.
Mars, just very quickly, because you always be like, Luka and Shea exist, which is very fair. You don't think?
Hold up, hey, hold up, chill. One more. I got one more super chat for you and Mars before you leave.
Okay, do the super chat and then I'll answer the question.
Okay.
Yeah. Ray said, Mars or Chill, do you guys believe the Celtics were better than the Bucks in 1974? Can you guys provide any context before I watch the series?
No, they weren't better than them. And the reason, the Celtics were better than the Bucks. Oscar Robertson was over at that point. Bob Dandridge, he had a really difficult time at that point with Havlicek. They just had a better group overall with JoJo White, with Dave Cowens, with Havlicek. Jabbar was just so dominant that he ends up pushing the series to 7 games because he was just so much better than everybody. I mean, we've seen series, and I'm not going to hold you guys up too long, but we've seen series. Mars, you've seen a series where this series should have been over in 4 games and it ended up being 7 games because this one guy is so good, he ends up pushing the series that far. That's what happened with Jabbar in 74. He was just so much better that he ended up extending that series because as a collection, Boston was just better than Milwaukee.
I think the Bucks were better, but it's because of Curry.
The fact that you just know that, I don't.
Chill was around. Chill was there.
No, it just stuns me every time Chill just be like, they're like, yeah, what happened in 1972 with the da-da-da? He'll be like, well, actually, I'm like, wow, he just knows that.
And you know the funny thing, Ron, in 20 years from now, real talk, when they ask you, yo, what happened with Kobe in 2013? What happened with
You're right. You're
right.
Yeah.
You're gonna run that shit right down to them. They're gonna be like, damn, it's crazy that you know that, because even though I was alive, but I wasn't really alive. I was only like 1.
So chill. It's gonna take 20 years for people to think Real Talk knows ball.
No, they don't think that at all. So no.
All right. All right, chill. You was on the way out.
I'm out, fellas. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, chill.
All right, we'll catch y'all later.
Your question, Real Talk?
Yeah, my question to you was, you don't think Ant can ever be? It's hard to be definitively better than Luka and Shea. Like, that's very hard to do. But you don't think he'll ever be like good enough to, like, maybe be arguably better than them? Like, you don't think his ceiling goes up that high?
I mean, I don't know how high Luka's ceiling goes. Like, that's my hesitation with saying that has been, it always appears to be under the confines that Luka and Shea are what they are, and Ant isn't done developing. And I'm not operating under that, because I still think Luka and Shea have improvements that they can make that are very tangible. And I think their start points right now are a lot higher than, especially Luka, are a lot higher than where Ant is. And there's innate abilities that I think, especially Luka has, that I don't think any amount of coaching or working or film is going to let him see the court the way Luka does. So it's hard for me to project an improvement to where he can become the level of offensive player that Luka is. And that's why I struggle with it. But it's possible. Like, it's possible that he can become.
Can I ask you this then? Because I'm like,
I don't know how much.
Because it doesn't have to me, because just like Luka does have some things that can be coached. I mean, and just from an athletic standpoint,
he has tools that can't be replicated.
So it's like, could Dwayne Wade be better than Luka to you if he was playing today?
Yes.
Yeah, but Dwayne Wade's a way better processor of the court than him.
No, absolutely. No, absolutely he is. I'm not saying, but I'm saying, like, I'm thinking, because I'm asking that because Ant's not Dwayne Wade, but I'm saying, like,
can I see the avenue to where Ant could be Dwayne Wade?
He could be,
I think it's possible. I tried to operate on probability, and I wouldn't bet on Ant being as good as Luka or Shea, but I think it's possible. Especially if like the improve. But the thing with Ant, and this is why I've been wrong about him so much, is because I didn't think it was possible for him to become the 3-point shooter he became. Right. And then he did it. So like, I don't know. Like, whatever Ant becomes at this point, all credit to him, I'm gonna tip my cap. I can't, it's hard for me to project with Ant because everything I don't think he can do, he ends up being able to do. So maybe he does end up becoming that level of player. And if he is better than Luka and Shea, then goddamn, that's the 4th best shooting guard, 5th best shooting guard ever. 4th, 5th. Him, D Wade. They in that. That's his role. So we'll see.
You're on mute, Ron. You're on mute, Ron.
Amin Thompson did end up winning the poll, and he is 15th on the list. So I'm going to show this list to you guys one more time. Then I'm going to shout out our new members, and then we're going to go ahead and get up out of here before somebody else comes back. Chill. That's crazy. All right. The list is, here we go. The list is Anthony Edwards at 1, Wemby at 2, Cade Cunningham at 3, Zion Williamson at 4, Paulo at 5, J-Dub at 6, Evan Mobley at 7, Franz Wagner at 8, Chet Holmgren at 9, Şengün at 10, Darius Garland 11, Tyrese Maxey 12, Tyler Hero 13, Scotty Barnes 14, and Amin Thompson 15th. All right,
I already know the pushback we're getting is going to be Ant at 1, Şengün top 10, and
Zion's going to get a lot of pushback. He will.
I think actually NBA community is actually, I think, pretty high on Zion. I'm not going to lie.
He doesn't play. I know
that. Yes, that sure. But
that's going to be the main issue right there. Real talk, because he doesn't play. He's never healthy.
I think Tyler Hero is a bit high. That's my only like.
I do as well. But
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Is my mic okay now?
You good?
Yeah. You're back to normal. I got Hero over Maxey. So.
Wow.
All right, y'all. We got a few more members that I'm gonna shout out, and we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Z07 became a YouTube member. Matthew Arsenault.
Arsenal.
That's an interesting way of spelling Arsenal. I like it. Matthew Arsenault became a YouTube member, and Elias47 became a member. I think he became a chatter, and then he upped his membership to being an all-star. That's how you do it.
Pretty sure that's
and
Alias, but you know.
Probably
Alias 47.
Shout out Alias. And No Longer Gape said everyone stays healthy and in shape.
That's a pretty cool picture there.
Yeah, that's the assumption I was operating with the list, just assuming everyone's healthy. Yeah.
And last but not least, Jonathan Frazier said Paulo versus Toronto, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists on 60, 53, 75. Stop it, Benjamin.
0-3 against a tanking team. I don't care. I was gone when y'all were talking about Ant. I just want to say, just for the record,
The Nuggets went 0-2 against the
I
Wizards,
think
by the way.
Ant is going to be amazing this year. I really do. And his explosion, I do think like his first step is on another level. If he can process the midcourt, like if he can just read the game a little bit better, that mid-range shot is going to be a cheat code for him.
All right, bozos in the chat. Just always remember to, what does he say? Call your mother. Don't drink and drive.
Hold on, you see the super chat
To
right?
read
You see
Brett
the super
Bovia's
chat right?
super chat. That's what we should remember to do. Read Brett Bovia's super chat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was one of the rules. Brett, no disrespect, buddy. Brett also is a new founding Hall of Famer, so shout out to Brett. You've been added to the group
And
chat.
he give you a compliment.
He lying. It's crazy.
Brett Bovia with the best super chat of the month. He said, Ron, they be throwing you grenades at the end of the shot clock. Then complain about your hosting averages.
Ronald dribble out the clock and then launch something and then be like, man, I had a grenade. I couldn't do anything. That's what he would.
Hey, Brett,
now, Ron,
you know hosting. You know ball. So
it's rough though, because you without a doubt get a lot of grenades thrown your way. A shit ton of grenades. I'm talking about so many grenades. But it's one thing to get them and be a good player, but you're getting like, you're catching grenades, man. You're weak as hell.
I ain't never seen
hold on,
seen Ron get a grenade. I ain't never seen.
Hold on, wait. So in a grenade situation, who am I as a shooter?
Oh, you are 100% J.R. Smith, bro.
Scotty Barnes from 3.
No, not J.R.
39% in the corners. Okay.
J.R. can shoot.
I think Scotty Barnes was 35%.
J.R. is dope.
Well, the previous year.
35%, which is also lower than the men's.
It's got to be somebody with a slow ass release, but
you know who he is?
Volume.
He's
the hell of turnover.
24 Josh Giddey in the corner. Facts.
Grimsey cooking in the chat. He said, "Call your fathers."
Christmas.
That's a great comment. Call your father. We always think, "Call your mother." Call your mother. Call your father, bro. Call your dads.
That's a fact.
I don't want all them phone calls. No, I'm good.
All right, y'all. As you know, this show is brought to you by Splash Sports. Download the app, click the link in the description, or scan this QR code. Compete against fans, not the house. We'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Hopefully, one of these guys that I hate's not up here. See you soon.